Well, like Martha Stewart is hot, right?
It's a weird way.
Listen, a little sabor. Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the güero on the radio.
No. Giant Mexican, horn section.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah.
Midnight in the desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to
Bit Boy.
Right now.
Monstrous. Beto, I don't want to eat that.
We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the stinger last time.
Oh, big time.
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
So, mongrels, stay tuned.
In a weird way, she's still very hot.
Yeah.
7:02 and 25 seconds. Good morning. Welcome to the Monday edition of the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on this February 2nd, 2026. Cappy, January is finally over. Wow. It's a long month,
fast.
man.
Yeah.
No, it didn't happen fast. It felt like the month took 7 weeks.
Oh, didn't feel that way to me.
January was a long year.
Nah, it was long. It was a lot. A lot of travel, a lot of cold weather cities for me.
If I would have known that you were going to be in studio.
Degrees, man. Whoa.
Yeah,
What do you mean you didn't know? I told you.
He told us all.
No, but had I known this when I booked my flights to San Francisco, what I would have done is I'd have flown out of LAX.
My
But I
home
didn't
away
know.
from home.
Right. I would have been there with you this morning.
Yeah.
But on my way to San Fran,
You couldn't have
what you call
changed I'm pretty sure if you changed from San Diego to LAX, the price would not have been different. You
No.
might have even saved money.
I know,
Probably
but
would have been
there's
cheaper, yeah.
A lot of headache involved with changing
Really?
stuff.
Just go
for
on the
me.
app and make the change.
It's Cap. Let's be serious.
Yeah, right. Come on, George.
Takes
look who you're
2
talking
seconds.
to. But look who you're talking to. You know what I mean?
Cappy's got to hurry and get to Super Week in the Bay Area to interview Arash Markazi and beat reporters all over the country.
It would have. You definitely would have saved money because LAX to San Francisco is probably way cheaper than San Diego to San Francisco.
I would have loved to have changed everything, but
you
having
would have got a
gotten
little
home,
credit, and you could have used it on your kids.
Yeah, that's true. I could have. But I just getting back from Vegas yesterday.
Yeah, Las
and
Vegas.
Then having to repack and then drive to LA and then.
How long are you going to San Francisco to the Bay Area for?
I'll be back Friday afternoon because we got Sunday.
You're staying the whole week?
I'm just doing the week of. Yeah, I'll be there tonight.
Yikes.
And then Tuesday through Friday, and then right back, and then Yamava on Sunday, and then Yamava on Monday.
Is Rachel going with you to the Bay Area?
No.
Oh, boy.
A lot of media parties. Got to get to all those media parties.
Good luck on Sunday, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, she's going to be pissed.
Hey, man, how are things in Sioux Falls? Everything good? You guys doing top-tier radio? Yeah, I mean, in L.A., we got kind of a different vision. Different vision, man. Yeah, we got this GKB and Disney thing. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but, as long as I get paid.
Is that what you want me to deliver? Is that your message for your friends in Tulsa?
Please don't. Tell them not to email me.
Chris Blank.
Oh, love Chris Blank.
Yeah.
Oklahoma guy.
He's always on the Sirius College Sports Radio channel. I hear him all the time. He's very good.
I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened.
So, Cappy.
Yeah.
What'd you do yesterday? Did you watch the Lakers and Knicks? I mean, did you see the Lakers? I'll say this. This is a weird outlier situation for the Lakers.
Let me hear.
I mean, they didn't score a lot of points, which is very weird for them. Now, they didn't even give up a ton of points in this one. They just couldn't hit shots, it felt like, last night.
You talking the Lakers couldn't hit shots or the Knicks couldn't hit shots?
Well, both.
Because
honestly, both are high-scoring teams that can't defend.
Yeah.
And both teams just kind of didn't play great offensively. The Knicks played better offensively.
Yeah. Lakers just got to the fourth quarter, George, and I thought to myself, all right, well, this game's not over yet. I mean, this game is still within reach, even though the Knicks had outscored the Lakers by 12 points in the third quarter. I just kept sticking around, waiting for the Lakers to make some sort of a run, some sort of a push, something that captivated me as a viewer, as if to say, you know what, this game's not over. It's going to come down to the wire. I mean, we just played the highlight of Nick Smith Jr. hitting or missing a shot. Nick Smith Jr. played 1 minute. He had one shot, and that was where the game ended. And I was laughing at the end of it because I looked at the lineup, and the lineup at the very end of the game was Nick Smith Jr. with, I want to say it was Jake LaRavia, Maxi Kleber, Drew Timme. I mean, my son actually said to me, he goes, who are those guys? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, if you've not been following along, you might not know who the 5 guys were on the floor at the end of that game. But that game was long over with. It was not. I mean, it was not compelling content in any way.
No, the game was not great.
No, it was very boring.
Yeah,
very boring.
Yeah,
and then,
I mean, it was okay. The first half was okay.
Yeah,
but the second half was not fun. No.
I mean, the whole idea of LeBron and New York and the Knicks and put these 2 brands together on national TV, which, by the way, of course, I tried to use Peacock and then.
But it was on NBC.
Yeah, it was on NBC.
I know.
It was on big NBC.
Right.
Yeah.
And later in the day.
Channel 4. Pretty easy.
Later in the day, after I got done like streaming or beaming or whatever it is from my phone to my TV, then I finally turned on YouTube TV to realize that I have NBC and could watch this game on YouTube TV. The freaking NBA is killing me. And I knew it would. I knew it was going to happen this year. Where I'm like, wait, it's on Peacock? Okay, I got to go to Peacock.
Wait, it's no different than the NFL. They do the same thing. They're all over the place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've kind of gotten a little used to Prime on Thursday nights.
Yeah, but like Netflix on Christmas and then like the playoffs, I didn't know who the hell was had what. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, it's not necessarily an anti-NBA comment. It's all of these things are becoming more and more difficult to figure out where to watch.
Welcome to the world of 2026, pal.
Well, thank you very much. I'm glad to be here. I didn't realize January had gone so long. Felt like 7 weeks. Welcome to 2026. It's gotten off to a weird start in 2026. By the way,
yeah.
I had a very emotional weekend. Just so you know, George.
You did?
Very emotional.
Did you propose to Rachel?
Good question. Answer negative.
Oh,
answer. I'm waiting for
Vegas
Morales.
is kind of a lame place.
I feel like Morales has to first propose to Stephanie before I propose to
So
Rachel.
why was it an emotional weekend?
Well, this weekend I've been predicting that that LaFleur from the Rams was going to take this job. Mike LaFleur was going to take the job in Arizona, which I knew was going to happen. I mean, eventually.
Right.
But then, as these coaching dominoes fall, people start to move on. And my buddy Alex Van Pelt left the Rams organization.
He did?
And went to the Atlanta Falcons organization.
Is that why that people in the chat were saying that you were going to be a Falcons fan?
Big penis energy.
Yes.
I'm getting you a shirt that says that, Cappy.
Right. I'm an Atlanta Falcons fan. But let me tell you something about NFL coaching. It happens so fast, George. I mean, it literally happens in the snap of a finger.
So you got 1 year of free dinners?
Well, that not just free dinners. I mean, it was more than free dinners.
It was a good year. It was a good year, Cappy. But now you have to go back to schlepping out to
Atlanta. It wasn't
Atlanta.
even a year if you think about it, because didn't he get here like much later?
Last year, it was literally like February 20th,
right?
Which is when I got the call. Hey, I'm signing with the Rams.
Yeah.
Wow, what a story! And now here we are. It's February 2nd, and my man sent me a picture this morning from his office in Atlanta, and you can see the practice fields where the Falcons have their practices, George, and there's snow all over the ground.
Yeah, I heard it's cold there right now.
So, man, I just 1 year flew by really fast. And yeah, it's in the snap of a finger, you move from one organization to another organization, you sign a contract, they give you an office, and you literally go to work. And before you know it, they come and they pack up your house and they move it cross country, and just like that, you've gone from the Rams to the Falcons in the snap of a finger, and it takes about 2 weeks total.
Alex's house here was very nice.
Yeah.
Really nice. Compound.
I'll probably get one like 10 times the size of that in Atlanta, right?
Oh, yeah.
For half the price.
Yeah.
But see, this is bad for Cappy because he used to be able to blow us off in the suite at Rams games. He'd be like, yeah, I'll come by and cruise up because he had a hookup.
Yeah, because he had his guy.
Right. Yeah, now.
That's it. You're back.
A whole different deal.
You're back amongst Gen Pop.
Right. I'm back amongst Gen Pop in the suite.
Can I get your Rams gear that you don't want, Cappy?
I still want my Rams gear.
Well,
I'm still a Rams fan,
okay.
but now I'm emotionally attached to the Atlanta Falcons. That's all. So emotional weekend, George. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, fair enough. Do you know there was an interesting stat I saw on SportsCenter yesterday about the Lakers?
What was it?
And it Chris actually kind of alluded to it when you opened the show. Like, well, it's kind of what you expected, right? It is kind of what you should expect at this point. The Lakers have lost 8 straight games as the underdog.
Mm-hmm.
8 straight. Like, that doesn't happen very often in the NBA when you have that many games.
Tell me what that tells you, because I know I have an immediate thought on that as well.
They beat the teams they're supposed to, and they lose the teams they're supposed to lose to.
Right. And you know what it really just says?
They're kind of like an above-average team.
Right. There's nothing. They're not terrible.
Right.
And they're not awesome.
Yeah.
And they're not going to beat teams that are good, but they're going to beat teams that are not as good as them.
Correct.
And they're
more times than not, yes.
Right. And they're just going to kind of be middling. Is that a word, middling?
Yes.
Okay, well, if it is
They're
a
mid.
word, yeah, that's all they are.
Means
They're
in the middle.
They're right there. That's all they are. Yesterday they showed that the Knicks, who have virtually the same record as the Lakers.
Yeah. They're very similar teams. They're almost like a Spider-Man meme.
And they're third in the East. And the Lakers, with the same record essentially, are fifth in the West.
Right.
And so what it kind of told me was, well, they're not going to win the West. They're not even going to come close to the top of the West.
No.
But even if they were in the East, they still wouldn't be that much better.
Right.
Yeah.
They'd be in a little better maybe, but that's about it.
No, they'd be in sixth, just like they are here.
No, but the East is a little easier. Not as easy as people thought it was going to be in August, but it's a little easier for sure.
But if you put the Lakers in the East, guess what? They're not good.
No,
Nope.
they're right. They're still not a championship contender. Agreed.
Right.
Because I don't know if anyone looks at anyone in the East and says they're a championship contender at the moment.
You don't look at Detroit and go, wow, the bad boys.
I think they're close. I think that they are like OKC 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I looked at the Lakers and I looked at, just watching the broadcast yesterday and listening to the broadcast.
Tarico and Reg and Jamal Crawford?
I didn't know that was Jamal Crawford.
He doesn't talk a lot. Talk a lot.
I don't know who that was. I'm like, who's the third guy? I don't know who that is. And my son said Jamal Crawford, and I went, yeah, I don't hear him much, and I don't know where he came from,
I believe it's only his second year broadcasting.
Yeah.
You don't know where he came from.
No,
he played like in the NBA for like 16 years.
No, but where would I have ever seen him prior to this? You know what I mean?
He did some TNT stuff last year, I want to say.
Yeah, didn't have much exposure to him, and certainly didn't have much during the game because I felt like all I was listening to was Reggie, which was fine by me.
A lot of Reggie.
Did you guys see Reggie completely crash out during one of LeBron's dunks, and there was a guy right behind him that they caught on camera that was just like, this bleeping guy. Just like, come on, Reggie, tone it down a little.
Well, Reggie doesn't hide his disdain for the Knicks.
He was also jumping all over Tarico.
I saw that.
You could tell Tarico was like, man, where's Collinsworth?
No way. Goodness. Tarico missed the NBA. There's no doubt about that.
Oh, he's very good at it. Very good.
He missed the NBA.
Yeah. Yeah, I just the game itself and the Lakers you really said it well. They're not good enough to beat good teams. Not great teams. They're just not good enough to beat teams that are just slightly better, even in record. And then
So do you want to know the last time they won as an underdog?
No, let me hear.
December 14th against the Suns, they were 1.5-point underdogs, so not like a huge underdog, and they won by 2 in that game. You may recall.
Oh, they just barely proved that they could be a winner as an underdog by a point, huh?
Yeah.
But again, it's not like Phoenix is some championship caliber squad.
No. Hey, George, what do you think is going on in this third quarter? Because a lot of times the last 5 games...
The third quarter is a real thing.
It's a real thing. In the last 5 games, 38 against the Knicks. They gave up 36 to the Wizards. They gave up 40 to the Cavs, 33 to the Bulls, 35 to Dallas. What is going on there?
So I have a theory, but before that, I believe I have to talk about our friends at Daisy, do I not?
So here's the thing about the Daisy Dips. I almost said Daisy Duke Street. They have specifically, they don't want a music bed. So I got a cold toss to you.
Okay.
Like, Sedano, tell us about our friends at Daisy Dips.
No problem. As we get closer to the big game, one thing everybody starts thinking about is the food, of course. Whether you're hosting, heading to a party, or just watching at home, the snacks matter. And one thing I always make sure is on the table is Daisy Dips, okay? Daisy makes a French onion dip. Love that French onion dip, okay? That just flat out delivers. It's rich, it's creamy, it tastes great. And the same thing with their Daisy ranch dip. Who doesn't love a good ranch dip?
I like to put a carrot in there.
Me too, yeah. Carrot, not celery necessarily.
I'll do both.
Yeah, I don't love celery. These are the dips, though. Love the dips, though. These are the dips that people keep going back for. And what I love about Daisy is how simple it is. It's made with ingredients you actually recognize. It's healthy for you. It's good for you. All right? Stuff you can find in your kitchen. No preservatives, no artificial ingredients, just real great-tasting dip, okay? I'm eating Daisy dips with everything. Chips, wings, veggies, honestly, whatever's in front of me on game day. So as you're getting ready for the big game, make sure Daisy French Onion or Daisy Ranch is part of the game plan, Chris.
Very nicely done, Sedano. Hit the bell, Jorge, please. It's 7:15. We are 15 minutes through the show, and you know what that means. You could have gone to Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home with a 15-minute drive-through oil change, and you could have gotten a lube job, Cappy, and maybe ate some Daisy Dip. You brought your own carrots? Visit SoCalOilChange.com for a location near you. What's wrong, Cappy? You're not responding?
Oh, no. I'm in on it. I'm very in on it. By the way, listen, carrots...
Why didn't I get that read?
Yeah, how come I'm not talking about Daisy Dips?
They wanted Sedano.
I love Daisy Dips.
They know I'm a good dip guy.
They do, I'm sure. And they also said, you'll put it on everything. me, I mean, I may be a little bit more selective about what I use for
He's
Daisy.
emailing Tommy right now. Hey, can
right
I
now,
get some
Tommy,
of that Daisy
this
Dip
is
action?
ridiculous. This is insane. Why am I not on Daisy Dips? Come on, Tommy. What the hell, man? I love Daisy Dips. I'm a big dip guy. In fact, when I dip, you dip, we dip. I mean, come on, man.
So, Greg, to answer your question, I believe the Lakers had actually, it's funny, we had talked about this maybe like a week or two ago, where I had this, it was when we were in Cleveland. And I had mentioned, Cleveland, this is for you.
Sorry, it's been a while. Sorry.
That Ireland and I were having this conversation about how the defense had gotten slightly better. You may remember. And I said to John, I said, well, we kind of thought that last year for about a 5 or 6 week stretch. And how'd that turn out? So, which is fair, right? So I think what happened was teams have figured them out very quickly, right? Their defense is usually pretty good in the first half. Teams make a slight adjustment here or there. And really the adjustment is push the pace on them. Because the more you push the pace on them and you hit the gas on them, they don't play good enough defense in the half court, let alone in transition. So generally that's what happens. Now, it's been a combination of things. Some sloppy turnovers that allows these teams to get out and run. But then what happens is, they just kind of find themselves on their heels the whole time, it feels like, in the third quarter. I don't know if that's completely coincidental, but I would say it's probably a little more coincidental than teams making hardcore adjustments at halftime.
Yeah, but this is not new. I mean, right, guys? I mean, this is not
it's been a much bigger recent phenomenon, though. Like, to Greg's point, the totals in the third quarter have been outrageous.
Yeah, understood. But it's not like it's just this season. This has been last season.
Yeah, agreed.
And by the way, this wasn't even just a JJ thing. This even preceded JJ, right? So this has happened to other iterations of the Lakers in the last at least 3-4 years, that they come out to start the second half and they get run on. And, George, to your point about, and Greg, you bring up all these numbers of scores, right, of how many points they're giving up in the third quarter. You got to think that the coaching staff knows what you just said, right, George? I mean, that teams are coming out and they're running them and they're pushing the pace. Well, if they know that, there's no adjustment to be made. And not necessarily.
I mean, listen, I don't know. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
Not necessarily purely defensively, because your point is made. They're not good in the half-court defense, let alone when they're getting run up and down the floor.
Yeah.
But there's got to be some adjustment that can be made, even if it's a personnel adjustment, to say, hey, look, we're going to get younger, faster, better defensive players in on the floor at the time, by the way, if we have them, to try and at least combat what people are doing in the third quarter.
Well, I mean, he has played Vanderbilt a lot more recently, and he's tried. But if you just look at the roster construction, like, there's just not a lot of answers there.
They're very slow, just footed, all of them.
Yeah, and then what happens is you find yourself right in a hole at that point. So, yeah, I mean, look, if we look at the roster construction of this team, okay, I mean, let's just put Austin aside because he's been out for 5 weeks or whatever it is. But your best player is not a guy who's a very good defender, okay? Your next best player is 41 years old, okay? Your center is a guy that his production can wane, let's call it, both on offense and defense at times, right? So, like, you find yourself in a situation where, you don't really have a lot of guys that you can count on. I mean, they've been playing, as I mentioned, Vanderbilt more, so at least he's a decent, he's a good, I would say, not decent, good point of attack guy. The problem is he's got to defend way too much. And Marcus Smart is still pretty good.
But he's older. He's not
Marcus Smart, defensive player of the year 3 years ago. He's not that anymore. But he has been good for them. But, yeah, when 3 of your 5 guys in your starting lineup are not necessarily good defenders, and then off the bench, you got one guy who can defend in Rui and Vanderbilt, those two, right?
But he's not the fastest guy either.
Right, but he's got length, so, I mean, he's fine. But, like, just the roster construction kind of not great for defense.
Bergie, the games that you mentioned where you were talking about the scoring in the third quarter, just go through which games those were again.
So the Knicks, 38 against the Knicks, 36 against the Wizards, 42 versus the Cavs, 33 against the Bulls, and 35 against Dallas.
And look, Vanderbilt is a guy who can stay in front of guys, but, he's a 18 to 20-minute player. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's just not – it's 48 minutes, so.
He had those ankle issues, too.
Can I try and make an excuse? They're tired. They're on the road. Oh, it's the Grammy trip.
I mean,
it's cold weather.
Good job, Cap. Keep swinging.
Hey, I'm coming up with excuses here. You know,
I mean, the road. Most teams don't win on the road, right? Like most teams don't have good road records.
Get him, Cap. Get him.
So
yeah.
I mean, it just kind of is what it is.
It's cold. It's really cold in New York, and did you see the snow piled up in the streets? It's really cold, and it was cold in Washington. And by the way, it was freezing in Cleveland. Oh, in Chicago, it was like the coldest place on the earth.
Oh, my God. It was like Siberia.
You sound kind of condescending right now, Cappy.
But even if it's in the third quarter.
I'm trying to make excuses for the Lakers. Right. Who am I sounding condescending to?
But, Cap, it doesn't make sense because in the third quarter, they're coming out of halftime, which means they have some time to catch their breath, right?
Yeah, but it's cold.
Oh.
Don't you see what I'm saying? And we're on the road, and I'm not in my locker room, and I didn't drive my car, and I didn't sleep in my bed, and I'm not going to get home and drink my wine. You know, I'm just coming up with excuses, guys.
LeBron doesn't drink wine anymore, Cappy.
I mean, the Lakers actually have a pretty good road record if you really think about it. Well, they're actually by percentage worse at home.
Well, then that blows my theory. So forget about those excuses.
Yeah,
I guess it's cold.
But they are on a long ass road trip. But look, Brian Windhorst told us this. Like the first 10 games of the season or whatever it was?
I'll finish your thought. You want to know what he said?
Yeah.
They're not as good as their record says they are.
Correct. If you look at their point differential, they're a negative point differential. Not by a lot, by 0.2, but a negative point differential probably should have you in the play-in. Like it shouldn't have you in the top 6.
And they are, to your point, their road record is in 28 games. They've won 17 on the road.
And here's the thing. You know where they've overachieved is in the close games. The clutch games.
They're the best clutch
Right, they're like 14-2 or 14-3 or something like that. Like that. But you know why that's the case? Because you have Luca and LeBron and Austin. In a tight game, those 3 guys can go get you a bucket.
Yeah, although we haven't seen Austin in what
right,
is it now,
but
20
early
games?
in the season, they still had Austin when they were winning a lot of these clutch games.
Is it weird to you that you were talking about how the East nowhere near as good as the West, right?
Yeah, I would say top to bottom, absolutely not.
But they're 9-7 against the East.
But I'm saying the East is not like everybody thought the East was going to be a joke, that this was going to be like 1999 or 2000. You know what I mean? And it's not the case. Like the Pistons are legit good. The Knicks are pretty good. The Celtics have been the most overachieving team in the sport. Their best player has not played a second, okay, due to an Achilles. I don't think he's coming back, but if that guy came back, they may win a title, for God's sake. So, that's the thing. Like, the East, and Cleveland's playing a lot better now. Philly's better than people anticipated because they're healthy, and those young guys are playing really well. Toronto's playing above their head, too. And, even the teams in the play-in are, Miami's not a pushover. Orlando was supposed to be one of the top 3 teams in the Eastern Conference. They've underachieved, but they have talent. So, yeah, the East not as bad as everyone thought it was going to be because nothing is ever as bad or as good as everyone thinks it's going to be.
The numbers are not adding up for us this morning, Bergie. I mean, the Lakers are better on the road, 17
worse
11.
Against the East.
They're decent against the East. Just nothing.
Well,
seems
but they
to be
haven't played
up.
the heavy part of their West schedule yet. Like that's now going to start.
They've played the Spurs, I think, 3 or 4 times already.
Right, but how many times have they played Denver?
I think once.
Right. How many times have they played OKC?
Once.
Yeah. So you see what
Houston,
I'm saying?
Yeah, Houston only once.
Right. They've played Minnesota
twice.
and San Antonio a couple times.
Right.
So they still have the heavier part of their schedule on the back end for the
Have they even played the Warriors yet? Maybe once.
They're playing them this weekend.
Saturday. Yeah, this Saturday. And then Oklahoma City on Monday of next week.
Yeah.
Did you watch Noah Eagle, our friend, do the OKC Denver game last night?
I did. Yeah, that game got away.
It got
I fell asleep after Pharrell.
Hair looked good, though.
Pharrell?
Yeah.
What?
Farrell.
Yeah, I tried to watch a little of the. I tried to watch a little of the Grammys.
Oh yeah, Pharrell won a Grammy again.
Yeah.
For what? Kendrick Lamar won a Grammy. He surpassed Jay-Z. I did not watch a second. I literally just was getting the alerts.
I watched 30 seconds.
Pharrell's on
fell
a lot
asleep.
of songs these days again.
Really?
Yeah. He had some songs with clips.
I don't know who that is either.
Clips.
Yeah, Rob.
Clips.
I don't know who that is.
From back in the day. They were good.
I don't know. I saw Cher, though.
You did see Cher.
I saw
We're going to get
Cher.
into Cher in a little bit.
And she's hot.
Weirdly.
In a weird way, as you said.
7:25. Good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show begins on a Monday. Smile, you scumbag. It's Monday morning, and you're with us, and Sedano's here.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
John Ireland for Blue Ice, the finest potato vodka sourced from Idaho and Pure Snake River Aquafire water. Find classic Blue Ice vodka or any of their unique flavors in stores or ask for it by name. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste is everything.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
And straight to the championship with a brand new truck from Northridge and Wondrous Toyota. Lease a brand new 2025 Tacoma for just $84 a month for 36 months plus tax, only from Northridge and Wondrous Toyota. You got a trade-in? Your ride could be worth more than you think. So get in the game with Northridge and Wondrous Toyota. They make it easy.
Tacoma model 7162G, VIN number 3TYJDAHN 1ST037657. Base excludes tax, title, license, registration fees, dealer options, and charges. $59.95 due at signing. $84 per month. Offer expires 1/31/2026.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Coverage and content of the 2026 NFL playoffs on ESPN LA is presented by Pechanga Resort Casino. Plan your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino. See for yourself what made readers of Newsweek and USA Today name Pechanga the best casino outside of Las Vegas.
Visit Pechanga.com for more information.
Out on the course, they're the PGA Tour's best players. But in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL presented by SoFi is back with lights, cameras, action. We're talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. The sport just hits different under the lights. It's TGL presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune into every match. Only on ESPN.
Can I take your coat?
Oh, you noticed. Yeah, I found it on eBay from a seller in Vegas. Pre-loved and perfect. She listed it and jackpot. Italian leather, classic trench silhouette. And did you see the braided buckle?
Hang on to your claim ticket.
Oh, I'll hang on to this forever. Have you been on eBay? There's so many finds. And I bet that diving watch would sell fast. Just saying.
Find what you love, sell what you don't. eBay. Things people love.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. On the road to the Lombardi Trophy. Powered by Yamava Resort and Casino. You in?
Oh, how about Bad Bunny?
Bad Bunny, big night last night at the Grammys. Even though a lot of us didn't watch it, he won like everything, I think.
I saw the clips and the alerts.
The big one.
He won the album of the year.
And he is getting ready for Sunday at Super Bowl 60 to perform at halftime, Cappy.
Can't wait. I'll be watching it from an airplane.
Not me. I'll be watching it from Yamava. I didn't realize, all the political stuff that was said last night. I fell asleep. So Bad Bunny, gutsy though. Takes a lot of courage to get up there and make statements when you're on the verge of a big Super Bowl performance.
This is why I almost didn't play it, because I knew Cappy was going to go there, Sedano. But
what did I say? What's so wrong?
Well, it's just like...
What?
People,
is that not the talking point of America this morning?
That's not the talking point of this show.
So what? So
our
Bad
show
Bunny
likes to be an escape from people.
Right. And so so Bad Bunny's going to perform at the Super Bowl, and I'm giving Bad Bunny a lot of credit because it takes a lot of courage to make political statements when you're about to go on the biggest stage on the planet. That's all.
But it's not his first time making political statements.
Well, I'm not really that in tune with it, to be honest with you.
I also don't believe he's making much of a political statement. Like, he's just saying what he believes, which is
right.
fine.
That's his statement.
Anyway, speaking of the Bay Area and the Super Bowl, and congrats to Bad Bunny.
Because of Cappy, we had to get out of that quickly.
Congrats to Bad Bunny.
You're just gutless.
Or Benito, as they say. We could always play Cappy's version of Bad Bunny. I feel like that always is
better, I think.
Is a treat for everybody.
Wait,
should be a Grammy Award.
Yo no soy malo, no, baby. Eso es un Grammy, pero el sol pero calienta más que el de Phoenix. Ellos lo sabe.
Right. How good is that? How freaking awesome is that?
Should have won a Grammy.
In fact, you know what? I need somebody to send me that so that when I meet Bad Bunny, on Radio Row.
Yeah, I'm sure he's going to be on
right.
Radio Row.
He's gonna be working with George, Bad Bunny's
It's
going to be
mob
promoting
like Michael
California
Jackson.
avocados. Bad Bunny's going to be walking around, sitting down, doing interviews, going, hey, you know how many avocados are going to be consumed
Tim
this
Tebow
weekend?
did that once, and he's not even from California.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Cappy,
maybe
I
he'll-
like that it was all just gibberish, and then you threw in Sabe at the end.
Yeah.
So that you actually
Right.
got that.
No,
banter.
Phoenix. Don't forget Phoenix.
And
Well, I
Phoenix,
really
yeah,
think
because that
he's
was
in there.
the
Really
it was
wanted to
when
get-
he was dating or when Kendall Jenner was dating Devin Booker,
Right.
Phoenix.
Yeah.
After they dated.
Which, by the way, this was right after Bad Bunny dated her, and then she started dating Devin Booker, which I believe she still is. But, Cappy, I do believe this should have won a Grammy.
I think so. I mean, I think there's got to be a category for like middle-aged white Jewish guys who attempt to sing Bad Bunny songs in Espanol. If that category existed, me and Cher would have been backstage taking pictures together. That I can tell you.
Yo no soy malo, no, baby. Eso es un gimmick, pero el sol pera calienta más que el de Phoenix. Y ellos lo sabe.
Well, at bottom of the hour integrity.
Yeah.
We're going to get back to sports in 45 seconds. But first, Sedano's going to tell us about his home away from home.
Oh, yeah. I'll be there tomorrow. Changes in the air at LAX. Los Angeles International Airport's automated people mover trains are rolling soon as part of LAX's ongoing investment to improve your travel journey. The new trains will quickly move guests between all terminals, the new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, and the economy parking in 10 minutes or less round trip. All that congestion in the bowl, no longer after the people mover train. And it'll depart every 2 minutes. They'll help approximately 30 million passengers per year. To learn more, go to this website, lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN.
7:33, Cappy. Good morning.
Good morning. Cappy, all these East Coast people are descending upon the Bay Area today.
Okay.
And our guy, Adam Schefter, I love Adam. Adam is the best in the business, but it's funny. He wasn't the only one. But people are like, there was a 4.3 earthquake here in the Bay Area. And I'm like, welcome to Monday.
Yeah, right. 4.3.
Like, seriously?
What does that do?
4.3 kind of wakes me up for a second. I'm like, all right, I go back to bed.
Right. 4.3 is the guy in the next hotel room turned his TV up a little bit loud. Really? I mean, come on. 4.3?
Yeah.
You big wussies.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
It is funny, though, because I did think to myself, I woke up a little early today, and I thought to myself, it's been kind of warm. I go, it's kind of like earthquakey kind of weather.
Oh,
here.
yeah?
And we hadn't had it here, but it eventually, apparently in the Bay Area they had
It's funny you say it's warm. It was like 80 degrees summertime yesterday.
Well, that's what my neighbor Roy said. He's like, welcome to summer.
Roy.
Hey, Roy, what's going on?
My mother and father live in Florida, darling.
Yeah.
They live in Delray Beach, Florida, darling. Boca Del Vista, Phase 4.
Yeah.
My mother and father
it's
are
freezing there. The iguanas are frozen.
My mother.
Why do you say phase 4?
Because
That's
there are
from,
multiple
Seinfeld.
phases. Right.
Oh,
yeah,
I got it.
It's a Seinfeld reference.
Okay.
Come on, man. Really? Come
Sorry,
on,
I
it's
wasn't.
Monday.
I
Do you
wasn't
know
on
the
top of
iguanas
these.
freeze in Florida
Yeah,
when
they
it gets
fall out of
cold?
the trees.
I hate when your iguana's frozen.
And they fall. She's right. They just fall in the trees. Like you can walk on the sidewalk in Florida when the temperatures get that cold, and the iguanas, because they're cold-blooded, they freeze.
Yeah.
So they're not dead. They're just frozen.
Right.
So
And they
some may
defrost.
die from a fall.
So they do defrost. It is the weirdest thing ever. So you can walk around your sidewalks and you'll see a bunch of iguanas on the ground just like.
But they're not like little 2-inch lizards.
No, they're
like
18
18-inch long freaking monsters. That's right. They look like little dinosaurs.
Like kimono
They're-
dragons.
Right. They're disgusting and they're everywhere.
And they're frozen. They're on the ground like this. Like. And then all of a
I
sudden,
hope
they're
everybody's watching the YouTube
Wait,
because
can I
George
see
is a
this
frozen
again? I
iguana.
didn't get to
and
see
then
this.
they'll
Let me
scatter
see.
away.
Yeah, George
What do
is
they
a
do?
frozen iguana. It's pretty good. Go ahead, George. Let's see it one more time. Frozen iguana death.
Hey, that's like that iguana guy that was in the Royal Rumble. He did that same move.
Oh, yeah. Did you watch the Royal Rumble over the
From
weekend?
Riyadh? No, it was too early in the daytime for me.
No, I did not see
I
the
had
Royal
other stuff.
Rumble.
I had
Who
to coach
won?
basketball. I had things to do.
Plus,
Uh,
that stadium
Ro-
was built in like in 30 days or
Yeah,
something.
Roman Reigns
Crazy.
won. But there was a guy, and I've never seen him before. His name is Mr. Iguana, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And he is in all green, and he comes out crawling around like an iguana, and he sticks his tongue out.
Good for him.
And
Cappy's
then-
going to be going by Mr. Iguana this week.
Up in the Bay. Hey, so real quick, Cappy, let's talk a little bit about the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
So who do you like in this game? Because I like Seattle. I don't know if – I think it's going to be a good game. I think it could be comfortable. It could be a close game, rather, excuse me. But I think the Seahawks are the better team.
I think that after everybody watched the AFC and NFC championship games, everybody looked at Seattle and said, okay, see, that's far and away the best of the teams that now are remaining, because what you saw New England do was, get pounded by snow and couldn't score and couldn't really do anything. And Drake May, if you remember, George, in the AFC championship game, Drake May passed for 86 yards. I think that was the number. It could have been 83 yards.
Yeah.
And look, weather conditions played a big role.
But he ran for a ton of yards in that game. And that's the one kryptonite Seattle's defense has. The mobile quarterbacks have been able to get them.
I think I'm with you in that I am going into this week under the notion that Seattle is far and away the better team and is going to walk away with this Super Bowl. But I'm hoping that I'm wrong, and I'm hoping that this becomes an entertaining game. But when you look at New England, one thing that we should probably at least acknowledge is that their schedule was considered the
Very
weakest.
easy. Yeah.
Right. And so we didn't really pay attention to New England, and most of us didn't pay attention until weeks later. But when they beat Buffalo early on the road.
Right. That was the one team. Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Because remember, in
that's
week
when you put them in the cap 10.
Right. Remember week 1, though. They freaking lost to the Raiders.
I know.
That's when I still thought the Raiders had a chance.
This is when you guys thought the Raiders would be returning.
Right.
You thought
the Raiders will return to the Bay Area to be victorious.
The Raider returned to glory. We thought, but now, all the word is that Clint Kubiak, the offensive coordinator of the Seahawks, when the Super Bowl is over, unless maybe it happens earlier this week, that he will go take the Raider job. And why would he do that?
Yeah.
Because you're going to make $10 million a year. That's why.
Yeah.
And because Tom Brady's talking to you going, bro, come on, together. We can do this. Come on, man. You and me. Let's go. We can do this.
And him and Fernando. We should play the ABBA song,
I was
Fernando.
thinking that. The Fernando.
Yeah, for the Raider fans.
Mm-hmm.
My cute little Cuban. Going to save your franchise.
Hey, listen, let me ask you a question. Let's presume for a moment that Fernando Mendoza is the number 1 overall pick, and he does go to the Raiders.
Fernando.
Are you telling me that Senor Cubano himself, you're not going to become a Raider fan?
No, I'm still a Mendoza fan.
So you can be a Mendoza fan, but not a Raider fan?
Yeah, I wish him success.
Will you hate on our team less, or my team? Sorry, you're not our team.
Right,
anymore.
I'm not on the team anymore.
My team.
I gave it up.
I don't know. I mean, they're
Just a little less.
They are good fodder. I got to be honest with you.
I feel like he won't be as quick to criticize, right?
No, he's not. Come on, you
especially
can't
Fernando.
root against the Raiders.
Well,
You
I
cannot
won't
criticize
Mendoza as much, but he'll criticize the Raiders.
But I've been telling you all year, I don't think he's like some sort of like savior. Like he's not Drake May or Caleb. Like he needs a good team around him.
Yeah, he needs an offensive line. Everybody on this team.
And weapons. Like to me, he is a better version of Joe Flacco.
Genty
by the way-
and Bowers are the 2 weapons so far you got.
Yeah,
those are
You
good
need a
ones.
receiver, though.
Well, I got
dude.
news for you, though. Wait a second. Hold
Gotta
on.
stretch the field.
Caleb needed a team around him, and so did Drake May.
Right.
Because Caleb a year ago was not good,
But I
and
don't
he had
think-
a defensive-minded coach, and they fired the coach, and they brought in a real offensive coordinator.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, you want to hit the post, do you?
Yeah, right now.
Fernando.
We're gonna play this all season. For
I've
the
got some
Raiders.
more. I've got some more Fernando for us. Yeah, some other Fernando
so,
stuff.
Cappy, yeah, look, I do think that. But hey, real quick, let's get back to the game. Let me ask you this about Darnold, though, because you mentioned Kubiak, the offensive coordinator.
Mm-hmm.
Which team looks worse for letting Darnold leave?
Give me my options.
Well, you have the Jets, Carolina, not
Niners.
San Francisco. No, he was a
backup.
backup.
He was a backup.
He was
there.
the backup. Or Minnesota.
I'll say the team that looks the worst because of the time of it all is Minnesota. Minnesota looks the worst for letting Sam Darnold go for a variety of reasons. 1, he was 14-3 as a starter. 2, he could have been franchised, and you could have had him for another year at the least, and he could have been the starter while J.J. McCarthy was being cultivated coming off of a knee injury. And third, and this is probably should go back up to number 1, really, the number 1 reason why Minnesota looks the worst is because he walked away with nothing. In other words, he walked away as a free agent, and they got Zippo for him.
It's a great point.
Hey, thanks a hell of a lot, man. Thanks a lot. I'll take an early morning Monday. That's a hell of a good point.
But why? Why did they just give up on him? Why?
Because
they drafted J.J. McCarthy.
Right. They made a decision in the previous draft that they were going to go with a young quarterback. And if it wasn't, listen, if McCarthy were healthy, George, last year, McCarthy would have been the starter.
Right.
Sam Darnold would have been the backup.
Correct.
And the story that we're talking about that America is about to fall in love with this week would not be happening right
Let me
now.
ask you a question. Do you think look, obviously, the Vikings fans, to me, that was the easiest call for, and I talked about it. We talked about it during the season, or excuse me, in the preseason. We said, like, who were teams that were going to be under the radar? Who were teams that were going to regress? To me, the Vikings were an easy regression candidate because 14 wins is hard to replicate, okay?
Right.
Especially if you were going to go with a rookie quarterback. But their GM just got fired.
Deservedly so.
Do you think that it was just the regression, or do you think the quarterback decision plays into that?
I don't think it's the regression at all. I think it's 100% the quarterback decision. The fact that the Minnesota Vikings, just think about organizational philosophy. Could you imagine the Rams saying, you know what, Matthew Stafford could still play, but we'd rather go with an unproven commodity, a kid who's never played yet in the NFL? Why would
By
you
the
have
way, that was discussed here at one point in the summer, was it not?
It was discussed, but I don't think anybody was consumed with a rookie is going to be the starting quarterback for the Rams. I think that for the Vikings, they had made this decision. We're moving on from Kirk Cousins, and we're going to go draft a quarterback. So they did. And McCarthy was going to be, if everything had gone to plan, he was going to be the starter last year, and Sam Darnold was nothing other than an insurance policy. Nobody brought Sam Darnold to Minnesota and went, you know what? He's going to be the Band-Aid.
Right.
They thought he was going to be the backup.
He was making $10 million.
Right. He was going to be the backup. And McCarthy got hurt. Darnold is forced into action. And then Darnold winds up going 14-3. They do lose in the first round of the playoffs to the Rams. But, George, here's the other reason that maybe you would consider firing the GM, which just happened this weekend. Because not only did they have Sam Darnold, but remember, during the regular season last year, they picked up Daniel Jones. Now, Daniel Jones didn't play for the Minnesota Vikings, but when he went to the Colts, same situation. He was not going to the Colts to be the starter. He was going to be a guy that was going to be a veteran backup. But then their starting quarterback, who was a first-round pick, got hurt, can't play, hit himself in the eye with some kind of stretching band in a pregame situation. So you had Sam Darnold and Daniel Jones on the same Minnesota Vikings roster a year ago. Jones looked good through the first 8, 9, 10 weeks of the regular season with the Colts, and Sam Darnold's in the Super Bowl. Those two quarterbacks were on your roster, and you made a decision, an organizational decision. We're starting over at the toughest position in the entire sport. That gets your ass fired.
Not just your body, but your ass specifically.
Right. I got very intense there.
Yeah, I like it. You should have been racked. Organizational philosophy is an excellent adage. Chris, what is our organizational philosophy here on this show?
On this show specifically?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to get back to you on that one.
All right, let's do that on the other side. Plus the LeBron
you got 3 minutes to figure it out.
Plus LeBron and the Lakers kind of embroiled in a strange little controversy
I think to
here.
make people smile is our number one goal.
Fair enough. And we'll get into the LeBron Lakers kind of embroiled in some strange oddity controversy.
Okay, I want to hear about that.
Yeah.
7:44 in the morning. Good morning. It is a Monday, Cappy. Let's talk about our friends at VisionWorks.
Oh, my God. Oh, Jesus. Let me tell you something about VisionWorks. I cannot wait to go next Tuesday, February 10th, and see the eye doctors at VisionWorks. Here's why. A lot of times you think your vision's really good, and a lot of it is also, it's just in your mind. You just refuse to give up on the notion that my eyes are perfect. I don't need glasses. And then if you're like me, you're like, how come I can't see anything? Why can't I see the score on the TV? Why can't I see the sign as I'm driving by? You know, the doctors, they're not just checking your sight, they're checking the health of your eyes. Annual exams can catch early signs of glaucoma, diabetes, hypertension. I got to tell you guys, Tuesday the 10th, I'm going to VisionWorks. I'm getting my eyes checked out, and I'm getting the right glasses. What do you say, Lindsay Baseball?
I think, Cappy, that you can also shop online with your insurance. They take all kinds of insurance, and you could check out if they take yours on their website. And you know what? Like Chris mentioned last week, if you change your mind, you could change your glasses. So let's say you get a pair, Cappy, and I'm like, those do not look good on you.
Yeah.
You got 100 days to change your mind and exchange your glasses for new ones.
Here's the thing, Cappy. It's tax season. Don't be some loser, scumbag, and spend your tax refund on, like, potato chips and chicharrones. Don't do that. Okay? Spend it on chicharrones. Not on chicharrones.
No.
Spend it on your eyes. You gutless bum. Go see our friends at VisionWorks. They got the BOGO, Cappy. 2 pairs, 1 easy decision. Right. Buy 1, get 1 free at VisionWorks. And I guarantee you, you're going to save enough money to where if you want some chicharrones for the ride home after VisionWorks, you can have them. And maybe get yourself a soda pop, too.
Right. And just one last thing.
Yeah.
Just one last thing about VisionWorks. They work with you in terms of your schedule. It could be evenings, could be weekends. I know you guys are busy. We all are. They will work with you and your schedule. So let's get everybody to see clearly at VisionWorks.
Don't go to Walmart and buy a sex toy with your tax refund. Spend it on your eyes, Cappy.
I mean, you can get the sex toy, the potato chips, and the chicharrones all in the Walmart.
746. See, that's the goal, Sedano, to make people smile. Like those old promos that used to be like, if your radio sounds funny in the morning, it's got to be Imus in the morning. Yeah, you know?
66 WNBC. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Laker fans know when the shot's open, you take it. That's why National University helps busy students drive the lane on their goals. Flexible online classes, whole team support. Juggle your job, your life, and keep driving toward your degree. National University, official higher education sponsor of the 17-time champion LA Lakers. Take your shot and learn more at nu.edu. That's nu.edu.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you could put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
With America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds. Like the reliable and efficient Tucson Hybrid, backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. It's the best of both worlds.
Now, lease a Hyundai Tucson for $269 a month or get 0.99% APR financing for 60 months. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end February 2nd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on the road to the Lombardi Trophy. Powered by Yamava Resort and Casino. You in?
That sweet, that funky stuff. Give it to me, give it to me. 7:49, good morning.
Whack, whack. That sweet, funky stuff.
Happy birthday, Cappy. Yesterday, February 1st, was his birthday. We lost him in 2004. The great Rick James.
Wow. I mean, the Chappelle skit is the greatest thing of all time.
It is.
Is it not?
Just the best.
Yeah.
Today is
22
also...
22 years.
What now?
22 years ago. Huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, you got to watch that stuff. It'll get you eventually. And happy National Tater Tot Day.
Yeah. I mean, you can say that of almost anything, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you know, National Tater Tot Day.
Love
National
the tater tot
Day?
You know what? I don't do tater tots very often.
Why?
It's just not my fried potato of choice.
A crispy tater tot.
But not terrible every once in a while.
A good tot is really, it takes your day to another level.
See, I like a good waffle
Don't know where
fry.
I was going there.
Yeah,
waffle fries
are good.
nice.
I like a good
fries
waffle
are
fry.
yeah.
I don't do a lot of fries these days
Del
anyway.
Taco, good waffle fries.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, Chick-fil-A, obviously. But, yeah, good waffle fry. Occasionally. When I was in Cleveland, actually, They when I had lunch, I had like a turkey wrap when they had waffle fries, seasoned waffle fries. It was very good.
Nice. You know, the key to a good tater tot is, I believe a tater tot should be baked, not necessarily like served deep fried, because you don't want all the greasy stuff all over.
Right.
You know, you want it to be nice and dry.
Lazy Dog has a good lemon pepper tater tot.
Oh, really? That sounds delicious.
Lemon pepper
You
tater
can get
tot.
it with goat cheese on the side.
What?
Oh, no, they don't have goat cheese.
Only on certain days.
Certain days,
Ralph.
right.
Only on certain days.
What was I eating the other day and you were like, oh, is that goat cheese?
Yeah.
I don't remember what I was
It was at
eating.
Yamava.
It was
at
Goat cheese guy. Bergman.
This guy freaking loves his goat cheese, man. He does.
Meanwhile, I don't know if our friends at Rocket Brews have goat cheese. We'll find out Thursday. ESPN LA
Love
and
Rocket
Hendrick's Gin are taking over Rocket Brews El Segundo this Thursday, February 5th, for the Super Week trade deadline party. Join Mason, Andy Kamenetsky, O'Shea Jackson Jr., DeMarco. Travis, is Trill going to be there?
No, he is not going to be there.
Scumbag. Plus, Bergman will be there. I'll be there. We're going to broadcast live from noon to 5:30 p.m. Become an NBA Ginsider. Follow every Lakers move live and win Lakers tickets. It's all happening this Thursday at Rocket Brews in El Segundo. Thanks to Hendrick's Gin, the official gin partner of the Los Angeles Rams. We'll see you Thursday in El Segundo.
All right.
Cappy, so LeBron and the Lakers embroiled in a little bit of a, I would call it a faux controversy.
Faux?
Well, it's a slow week. It's, it's a week between the Super Bowl and all that. And, like, you know what I mean? Like, the NBA we're getting close to the deadline. That's what people really want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
But there's this all-star game that's, happening in a couple weeks in L.A. At the Intuit Dome.
Mm-hmm.
And the coaches selected LeBron to the West team.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, people are kind of up in arms. And I'm kind of like, I don't know, man. Like, we've literally added guys. Like, they've had, like, commissioner selections where, like, I remember Dirk Nowitzki and Dwayne Wade in their last year were added for one more all-star game. But this is, like, the actual coaches voting for LeBron. Like, I don't get the contract. It's not like the media or anything. It's literally the coaches added him.
I think the coaches look at LeBron, and all of these coaches have a much greater appreciation for what he's doing right now than the average, I'll say the average Laker fan. Because I think the average Laker fan is over LeBron, but I think that the peers in the industry, and in particular the coaches that are all around his age or even older, they're like, how the hell is this guy doing this at 41 years old? And I think there's also like a built-in and should be respect for the years that he's played, the success that he's had, and the fact that he's still doing it at this age and doing it the way he is. Now, he's not great every single night, and there are certain nights, George, where he looks old. It's just all there is to it. And then there are other nights, like against Washington, where he is just dunking the ball on people, and you're like, I just can't believe he can still do this at 41 years old. Now, it's not that he can jump, because even last night there was a part of the game where the net was a little bit messed up, and LeBron on his 2 feet just like reached up and was able to fix the net. So, it's not like he's, jumping 12 feet in the air. But still, I mean, I think I don't have any problem. Listen, I'm not the biggest LeBron fan, and I have no issue at all. In fact, let me rephrase that. LeBron belongs in the All-Star game.
There you go.
Right. I'm totally good with it. It's not a huge issue. And I guess Clipper fans are mad because Kawhi was snubbed and James Harden was snubbed.
Who cares about Kawhi? Who cares?
Well, the Clipper
He's had a
fans
really
do.
good year.
Yeah, but you know what?
He has been excellent.
It's LeBron.
But I also think while
But it's Kawhi.
LeBron missed 14 games, LeBron has never been accused of, like, sitting games out, right? Like, load managing, per se, or anything like that. Like, LeBron has played in 90% of the back-to-backs in his 23-year career. Like, that's certainly not Kawhi. So, while I'm not saying that's fair, because you're right, Kawhi has had the better season than LeBron.
Yeah, he was out planting trees or whatever.
Wow.
Allegedly.
It's just like
the love for LeBron and the hate for Kawhi. It's like one guy gets all the love, and the other guy, it's their building, they're the hosts. He's having a great year. He's one of the big stars. He's a multi-time champion. He's a defensive player of the year. He's a defensive MVP. I mean, he's got all the accolades that if Kawhi Leonard were put onto the All-Star team, I don't think anybody would be
no one would argue.
That's not right. Kawhi doesn't belong.
No one would argue. Yeah,
but
I agree.
But LeBron deserves, in my opinion, the fans deserve, the NBA needs. He's still the star. And I grant you there are a lot of other stars. But as long as he's still playing, he is still the star amongst the stars.
Let's hear from the man himself.
I mean, obviously, super humbling. The coaches voted, right? So mad respect to the coaches and, them seeing, I'm still playing at this, latter stage of my career, and to be able to be an all-star, means a lot to, my family, my people that's been following my career, my LeBron faithful, that's been following my journey, and but it's just, I don't know, man. It's always rewarding, just from a humble standpoint, to be able to, be rewarded for your, what you put your work into. So it's pretty cool.
And then, of course, his head coach had some thoughts on LeBron being selected, and he thought, actually, since this could potentially be his last All-Star game, he actually thinks he should be involved even further.
Yeah, because they started by talking about his dunks.
There's always, when the one we ran out of the timeout where DA threw it to him, that was very satisfactory to the eyes. You allow yourself, maybe 2.5 seconds, and then you move on to the next play. But yeah, and the one on Sarr, that one for sure popped. That was unexpected.
No, that was the wrong one. That was mine.
I was just going to say, that's not
all right. Come on, LeBron faithful. You're part of the LeBron faithful.
I'm sorry. Bobby Marks was calling me. I'm sorry. I apologize. I didn't, I'm sorry.
Well, can we play the one we were supposed to play?
Yes. Give me 1 second here. Hang on.
We're hanging on right now.
Meanwhile, while we do that, let me tell you this.
Tell us.
Super Sunday at Yamava just got even bigger. Join us on the pool deck for the big game watch party and get the chance to meet two-time Super Bowl champion Jim McMahon. Now, I know what you're saying, Cappy. We know about the 85 Bears.
Right.
But did you know he was the backup to Brett Favre on that Packers team that won?
What year was that? 2000?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
No, it wasn't 2000. It was 1996.
Wait, 2000?
96.
Doors open at 1 p.m. Kickoff.
I was trying to do the math,
I was like
man.
50 years old in 2000.
All right, I'll try the liner later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jim McMahon. All right.
You know
the
what?
Punky QB.
Forget about
The
JJ.
great Bobby Marks is here. Why
Bobby's
even,
here.
Yeah.
Go
All right,
to break.
nice.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a 3-minute timeout.
Bobby Marks next.
Heck of the last few minutes, I'll tell you that.
We're doing so well.
We were doing
That's
so
my
well.
fault. I'm
And then
sorry.
we just hit right into a wall. 7:58.
Like an
Good morning.
iceberg.
Yeah, exactly. The Sedano Kap Morning Show. On a Monday, wake up. Bobby Marks and the NBA on ESPN joins us in 3 minutes from right now.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
George Chevrolet starts the new year with big Chevy truck savings. Save $11,000 off MSRP on the 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500, or up to $6,500 off select 2025 Silverado 2500 HDs. George Chevrolet makes it easy to save on the trucks you want. Visit George Chevrolet up the 91 Freeway, Lakewood exit in Bellflower, or shop GeorgeChevy.com. Chevrolet, together let's drive. Discounts off MSRP on select models. Ends 2/2/26. Call 866-949-4805.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Vodka, America's #1 potato vodka. Smooth, creamy, no burn, made from non-GMO potatoes and gluten-free with no added sugar, just 64 calories an ounce. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
At Children's Hospital Los Angeles, we're a nationally recognized leader in pediatric care, honored by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best in the country. Here, we achieve amazing breakthroughs that change lives. From groundbreaking cancer therapies that offer new hope to young patients, to advanced heart procedures that save lives, we partner with families to conquer challenges and achieve extraordinary outcomes. Choose the best care for your child at chla.org.
Change is in the air at LAX. Los Angeles International Airport's automated people mover trains are rolling soon as part of LAX's ongoing investments in improving your travel journey. The new trains will quickly move guests between all terminals. The new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, and economy parking in 10 minutes or less. Departing every 2 minutes, they'll help approximately 30 million passengers per year. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN.
Hey, it's Mace. The big game is almost here, and there's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than Prize Picks, where it always feels good to be right. This week, Prize Picks has got a special max discount for the big game. Drake May needs just one passing yard for the max discount to win. Just add another player to your lineup, and if your picks hit, you can cash in. Prize Picks, simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. If you get the picks right, you cash in. Find your community on Prize Picks with the new social feeds feature. Copy lineups you like or use them for inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow Prize Picks partners like us and tail or fade our picks with just one click. Download the Prize Picks app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That is code MACE, M-A-S-E, $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
801, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Let me do that liner again that Cappy interrupted me. Super Sunday at Yamava just got even bigger. Join us on the pool deck for the big game watch party and get a chance to meet two-time Super Bowl champion Jim McMahon. Doors open at 1 p.m. Kickoff is at 3:30. So arrive early and don't miss your opportunity to meet Jim McMahon before the big game. Super Sunday, pool deck vibes, and an unforgettable game day experience at Yamava Resort and Casino. Secure your spot at ESPNLA.com. You in. Bobby Marks joins the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. We're back in 1 minute from right now on ESPNLA.
With Progressive customer service, there are lots of ways to connect with us, so you never have to miss a second of your favorite sport. Because you'd much rather watch a ball go through a net 124 times in 48 minutes when you don't really have to pay attention until the last 2, and then somehow those 2 minutes will take an hour. You don't want to miss all that. Luckily, you can chat with Progressive on our app, online, or over the phone without missing a single one of those times the ball goes through the metal circle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Smalls here. Life is full of choices, some big, some small. And when you choose an H&R Block Tax Pro, you're choosing the largest network of tax expertise to be in your corner. For when your big ambitions need help with the small details. For when your 6 figures come from 6 different places. For when your gaming stream becomes your revenue stream. For when your business's year 1 needs 70 years of tax know-how. At H&R Block, they've seen it all. And they're here to help you make the most out of your money for life outside the box.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Kap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Cappy, 8:03 in the morning. Happy Monday. Shakira, Cappy, turns 49 years old today.
Wow.
Happy birthday, girl.
Now, she looks great at 49 years old. You were saying Cher looks great at 79 earlier, Cappy.
Well, I mean, listen, when Shakira gets to 79, I hope she looks as good as Cher.
I would agree.
Yes. Cher is looking good.
Yeah.
It's also Groundhog Day.
It is. We saw, what's his name, Punxsutawney Phil?
Yeah, I think so.
6 more weeks of winter.
We did see him?
Yeah, he was out today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He did his thing this morning.
Oh, I didn't pay attention.
Yeah.
He's too
what
busy.
do you care?
Yeah.
We're in a
Right.
place that winter doesn't really matter.
It's summertime here.
Yeah, I mean, Bobby Marks lives in Florida. They're freaking out because the iguanas are freezing over.
Where in Florida does Bobby Marks live?
I'm in Naples, Florida. My wife sent me a picture this morning of ice on our windshield, and I don't believe they sell ice scrapers down in Naples, Florida.
No, definitely not.
Could be the end of the world down there right now.
So Bobby Marks is here, ESPN NBA front office insider. No better week to have him in studio, nonetheless, than this week with the trade deadline. I know we'll get to the Giannis stuff eventually, and we're not going to ask you 3 straight questions like my buddy Evan Cohen did about him staying in Milwaukee.
I have never had the same question asked 3 different times or 3 different ways.
Yeah, I text him that. And he's like, well, of course, it's what everybody wants to know. And I'm like, yeah, but not 3 variations of the same question.
That was the first time anybody ever asked me that.
Yeah. I believe it.
In this, right. Come on.
Right.
Right.
He's not staying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to gut the roster and then basically, and I understand the logic of the question.
Oh, no, of course, he's right. Yeah. The business of basketball is over in that sense. You have to reset the whole thing.
And they have a new president, too, of business operations.
Yeah. But I gave him some crap for that on text. And then he finally asked you the question of where do you think he might go? But we'll get to all that stuff in a sec. Let's talk Lakers here because I think that, we talked with Brian about this. Lakers could be a potential facilitator. There could be a lot of facilitators in a potential Giannis deal if this thing does go down by February 5th. Where do you think the Lakers could lie in that realm?
Well, I mean, they've got all these expiring contracts, so that's the one thing. I think they have over $45 million in expirings with Kleber and Gabe Vincent and players like that. So, yeah, I think they could be a facilitator. I think the Lakers, for me are interesting, and I know we're going to talk about Giannis in a minute, but what happens if Giannis gets past the trade deadline? And then we get into the offseason when the Lakers all of a sudden have 3 first-round picks.
Oh, boy. Here you go.
I know.
Now everybody's ears are perking up.
Yeah, really.
Because what happens in the offseason is that it's basically like a pick multiplier where you go from, for them, they go from 1 to 3, and that gives them some more options. So if you're that front office, you're having an eye on what's going on there, but you're also trying to figure out where we are right now in the standings. We're 4 or 5, and if you watch the Knicks game, it's funny, you have Jackson Hayes and DeAndre Ayton on the roster, and I'm thinking they need size. Because there were stretches last night, whether it be second chance points, Mitchell Robinson, offensive rebounds, that cost them a lot. And that's when I think they had the smaller lineup out there. So, yeah, I do think the Lakers can be a facilitator. Do I think they can go get Giannis right now? What they have, I don't. But that doesn't mean that they're not going to be active this week.
Go ahead,
Bob.
Cappy.
Bob, could you just explain what you just said, though? Because I'm not sure I know I didn't necessarily, and if I didn't, that means other people didn't. Going from 1 to 3, can you explain that?
Yeah, so right now they only have their 2031 or 2032 first to trade. Starting the night of the draft, they are allowed to trade their current pick, the rights of that player, 2026. And then what happens is we have a rule. It's called the 7-year rule. So now we're looking at draft picks.
The Stepien rule by the old.
Stepien rule is back. You can't trade it back to back.
Right.
And then you add the 7-year rule, which is basically now we are using from 2027 to 2033 as far as picks that can be traded. So if you're the Lakers, you can trade 26 the night of the draft. You can trade 31, and you can also trade 33.
Yeah. So you got 3 picks. That's where he's getting. Now, the Stepien rule, Cappy, is, the Cavs had a terrible owner back in the day, last name Stepien, and they created that rule so he wouldn't give away his entire pick.
You know how many teams, if there was never a rule, would actually do that?
Oh, I bet. I bet a ton. That's why you have the swaps in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's right.
So, but he was the first that they just said, all right, enough with this guy.
Yep.
So where would you go? You said they need size. I think they also need perimeter defense. I mean, defense in general. Like, what would you prioritize? Would you prioritize the size over the perimeter help?
Well, I mean, I look at what's going to be in the Western Conference in the playoffs here when you have, whether it be Oklahoma City with the 2 bigs with Chet and Hartenstein and Jokic and Victor and, Denver certainly with goal. I mean, there's size in the West. I think that would be a priority. As I said, you already have 2 on your roster, but it's a matter of how you maximize them. I think everybody's looking for perimeter help. Even when I was in the Nets front office 10 years ago, we would sit around and be like, how can you get a big wing defender out there? And what's the cost as far as to go out and do that? The guys in New Orleans are intriguing, whether it be Trey Murphy or Herb Jones, but I just don't see the Lakers having enough to be able to go out there. And I think New Orleans is pretty reluctant right now to give either player away.
Which is kind of wild, to be honest. But anyway. Go ahead.
So, Bobby, do you think that the Lakers will or can make a move that significantly increases their chances of competing for a championship?
I think they will. Now, the part B, the second part to that is that how much closer does it get them? And I do think the West is a little bit more open, although Oklahoma City was terrific last night in Denver. It's just where they are. They have the 1 pick. They have, I think, 1 second.
Yeah.
And they're $1 million below the first apron. That doesn't give you much wiggle room as far as out there. And the other thing, too, is this is not – we've seen 3 trades so far. Last year we had 25. I think it will pick up. But this is not a big seller's market because there are a lot of teams that have exceeded expectations when you look at Philadelphia, Phoenix, teams that we thought, even Charlotte to an extent.
I know.
Like Charlotte.
6 in a row?
Yeah, like Colin Sexton for teams would be perfect. He's on an expiring $19 million contract, but he's 27 years old and he maybe fits as far as what Charlotte is trying to do. So there are teams like that, which you would thought would be more trading off players or more kind of reluctant to hold on to them.
So let's take a look at the other team in town.
Yeah.
The Clippers. They have been surging all of a sudden. We thought maybe they could be sellers. You and I talked about it on TV not that long ago. And now they could be in a position to buy. How do you feel they will look potentially?
Yeah, I mean, I think they're 17-4 probably since we talked.
Yeah,
in December. they had a good win in Phoenix. They got their doors blown off in Denver, though, so that was kind of a wake-up call as far as where they are. They have the expiring contracts if they want to go double down, which I mean is, whether it be John Collins or Bogdanovic or Lopez or Batum, they've got, if they want to sacrifice cap flexibility for next year, where this upcoming offseason where they could have money, and they also have 2 first-round picks. So there is that window there to take advantage, but it's kind of like, well, who's out there? Like, do you want to call up Sacramento? See, Sacramento is going to be the team to watch this week because they made the trade with DeAndre Hunter. Financially, they are not in good shape next year. They're going to have to look to get off, whether it be Sabonis or Levine or DeRozan or one of those 3. That would be a team. Does Zach Levine make sense? He's making $49 million. Does DeMar DeRozan make sense? Sabonis, you've already got Zubac on your roster, so it doesn't make as much sense. But I think for the Clippers, you're either you can kind of figure out that, hey, we're good enough to inch closer, but I think you're still a playing team. It's hard for me to see them getting into that top 6.
Bobby, you just mentioned the name Sabonis. I'm just curious because you mentioned size with the Lakers. Could Sabonis possibly be a piece that the Lakers could gain benefit from? Would he be better than what they've got?
I do. I think it's a matter of what does Sacramento want. If you're just looking to get off his money and get a future pick in 31 or 32, the Lakers have basically anything, as we just talked about, to go out and do that type of deal. He takes away some of your future flexibility.
Right.
We've called them, we've called them like the ultimate 2-timeline team.
Yeah.
More about the summer of 27 flexibility because Sabonis is making north of $40 million. So you have to look at it. Is that going to be our big free agent addition? Because you're absorbing that money coming in.
All right. So let's talk about Giannis now. If you had to rank, there's 4 teams that Shams is reporting are heavily invested in potentially trying to land him at the moment. In the East, you have the Knicks, you have the Heat, and then in the West, you have the Warriors and the T-Wolves. If you were to rank those 4 in the order that you think has the best shot at getting him, how would you rank those 4?
Well, I'll go from the bottom. I would put New York at 4, Minnesota at 3, and that could probably just tie, just because
no picks.
And I look at it where they are, and it's New York's. They won like 6 in a row, and Minnesota. They're both teams in the top 6. Probably have to trade 2 or 3 players to do that. Mid-season trades, that's hard
because they need to acquire picks. So
for New York, you'd have to trade probably Towns and either Anunoby or Bridges, and I think for Minnesota, you would probably have to trade Randall and McDaniels for a guy that's hurt.
Right.
That's the other thing. He's hurt.
Right.
Miami, I would put at 2 because where they are pick-wise, they have 2. I think if you're Milwaukee, you're probably saying, well, we like Tyler Hero, but can you turn him into something else? More picks? I don't know if you can. Multiple picks. Where Hero is right now, he's hurt.
Yeah, hurt
he's
a lot.
Extension eligible. Yeah,
he only played 6 games.
I know.
Yeah.
He's extension eligible in the offseason. They do have, I think out of all the teams, they probably have the crop of younger players with Ware and Jaime, Pele Larson. They have some nice young Jovic. They have some good players there. And then you get to Golden State at number 1, just because I think it's the cleanest. It's the easiest deal to make based on they have all 4 picks to trade. They have salary to match. I know there's been stuff out there to saying that they would never trade Jimmy Butler, but if you're not going to trade Jimmy Butler, you're trading Draymond Green then with Kuminga in a deal. That's a risk, of course. But if you're trying to maximize the Curry window, does Curry and Giannis and nothing left of the roster, what does that do for you
in the West? Not.
In the West,
I don't think you can win it.
I don't either. That's why I would be more inclined to do Butler because he's out until February,
right?
And try to get like Kuzma or Turner back, another player, to help. So that's where I would see as far as the 4 teams that are mentioned, and then you never know. Though maybe there's a wild card team out there thinking Toronto, for example, or Portland, for example, who has control of Milwaukee's picks from 28 to 30.
See, that's to me the most underreported story, Cappy, that Bobby just mentioned, is that Portland owns the Milwaukee picks from the Dame trade.
Yeah.
So Milwaukee would, I'm sure, want their picks back because they're not going to be very good.
Yeah, it's like the movie Draft Day.
Right.
Yeah,
Kevin
Costner
at
the
Costner,
end.
Cleveland.
I want all my picks back.
Yeah.
And that's basically what John Horst would be doing.
Yeah.
You're right. That's from the Lillard trade. But there's For the teams out there, there is that risk. I mean, I went through it in New Jersey with Darren Williams. We traded for Darren at the deadline in 2011, and there was no guarantee who was going to extend with us. And then you have to basically in-house recruit him, and then it puts a lot of pressure on you to go out and make some trades around that player. And that's what those teams would probably be looking at with Giannis, who's extension eligible starting in the offseason.
If Portland, because that's a mind blow to me. I can't even imagine Giannis playing in Portland. And I'm not even sure that that's good for the NBA. I don't know what you guys think about that. But Giannis's contract beyond this year, $58 million next year, $63 million the following year.
Player option, though, right?
Yeah, player option.
So if you were Portland, hypothetical, just pure hypothetical, right? And you could get Giannis, Bobby, what do you think their long-term plan would be?
Well, the long-term plan was that you want to extend him. But here's the thing. You're extending a player who's 31 right now, so he'll be 32 probably when the extension kicks in. It's four for 275.
That's a lot of money.
Brian Windhorst always says, like, that's the danger zone, right?
Yeah.
When we get
He's
to
older.
when you get to those older players in their 30s who are making 35% of the salary cap, there's a danger zone there. And as great as Giannis is, there's a ton of miles there. And so that's the hard part, is being comfortable to be able to do that. Or if you're thinking, you know what, we're going to take a flyer on him this year.
Mm-hmm.
If he won't resign, we can flip him again
to
another
question,
team.
Because they have good players on that team. They have good young players. Portland. They're trying to be you think they would try to, just to kind of equate it, they would try to do the Toronto swing with Kawhi, except in season.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what you basically, it's kind of like pre-free agency that we call it here.
Yeah.
And if you say to them, hey, take your picks back, we'll give you Jeremy Grant, get off his money, maybe one of our younger players here. And if it doesn't work out, then we kind of regroup, but it's not our picks that we're trading here.
Right. Wow. Yeah,
that's a mind blow for me. That to think that they would give them back, that Portland would give Milwaukee back their picks. Giannis would go there. Portland may not want to put in that kind of money for it, 275, and then could flip them again. I can't even see Giannis in a Portland uniform.
Well, that's the thing is if you think you can get him, and I'm sure he'll be back sometime in March for a playoff run, like kind of like Kawhi, but almost like part two. I think that's what teams would look at as far as what the cost could be.
So one thing that I heard you say on Unsportsmanlike this morning, which you can catch 3 to 7 a.m. here each and every day leading into us, that I was like, I don't know if I believe this could play out this way, was you mentioning that they would just, Milwaukee, if they can't trade him by the deadline, that they would just sit him. That's where I think he would push back.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's too much pride.
Right.
Yeah.
Because he'd be like, you're shutting me down. I'm not just flying over to Greece.
I think he'd have,
I'm 31 years old. I want to compete in the playoffs. That's where he would eventually have to pull the lever to be the bad guy.
I agree. It's just going to be where they are in the standings right now. I mean, I think, what are they, 3 and 14, 3 and
3 and 14
yeah.
when he doesn't play.
When he doesn't play,
yes.
and they've been really not competitive. They've just lost they lose in Washington, right?
Yeah.
If you show them, hey, we're 7 games out of the play-in. Right. But you're right. There's the pride element of a guy that loves to play basketball. I mean, the crazy thing is I was watching their Twitter feed, the Bucks, and they just have a new president of business operations. And you know who's there in the background on stage? Giannis.
Yeah.
So for a guy did he ask out? Does he want to go in a different direction?
He wants his cake and eat it,
yes,
too.
He wants to be on a team that can compete for a championship. Right now, it's not the Milwaukee Bucks. And he doesn't want to be the bad guy. I don't think, even if he had officially asked to be traded, as much as he's done for that organization, winning a championship, he'll never be the bad guy.
No. And here's the thing. He, you've heard rumblings, right, that he wants the Luca treatment. The difference is Luca got traded. By the way, it was yesterday, the anniversary, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Luca got traded. It was a complete surprise.
That will never happen again.
To everyone. No one in their wildest dreams, especially Luca, thought he was going to be traded. This is a little different. We've been on this back and forth for a little while with him now.
Yeah.
And to your point, I think Milwaukee fans won't care at the end because he brought him a championship for the first time in 50 years since Kareem.
What Milwaukee fans will care about is what they're getting back.
Yes.
And can you build off that? And they'll have a likely lottery pick, and maybe they get another young player, and they can keep on adding to the roster. Because I do think it's easier to rebuild in the Eastern Conference than it is out west.
Cappy, the interesting thing, I think, in the window Milwaukee has here, because Bobby already alluded to it, they're 3 and 14 without Giannis. And to me, I think it makes the most sense now to trade him. Bobby, I'd love your thoughts on this because of that. Because, yes, they have the pick swap or whatever with Atlanta and the Pelicans. But if they're that bad, they're going to be in that top 5. And, New Orleans is so bad, they may be worse. So the swap may not even happen. This is their chance in what I think is a great draft to be able to get back a great player. Now, I've heard, I don't know enough about this stuff, but people that do know have told me 27 and 28's draft, not great. Not great at all.
Yeah, not as good. I mean, I think when you're looking at and we saw the 2 play on Saturday with Peterson, and if he can just stay on the court.
I know. He can't stay healthy, that kid.
And AJ and then Boozer, and this draft's really good. When you look at Milwaukee, they're the 5th oldest roster in the NBA, as is.
Oof.
They have 2 players on their roster that they have drafted, Giannis and Andre Jackson Jr. Eventually, you kind of have to get away from the cycle of spinning it, minimum guys, making high-risk trades. The Lillard, I understand why they did it, but the Lillard wave and stretch here. As I say, every roster kind of hits its expiration here. And I think with this group it has, and if you can get a top 5 or top 6 pick in the draft and then add something else, I think that's what you have to do.
Bobby, you just said this, and George, if you want to hit a break, I just want to just make sure I just got that line. Every roster has its expiration. That's what you just said, right?
Yeah.
Okay. When we come back.
Well, no, we're just gonna go because Bobby's got to go at 8:30. Let's just go another couple minutes and then we can go. So go ahead.
Okay, then here it goes. Because I love that phrase. Has this roster of the Lakers reached its expiration? To use your phrase, Bobby.
Well, I don't. The current version of it, yes, but it's not. With Luca and we have Austin's been out, and I think he'll be back soon.
Yeah.
I think there's a part 2 to this roster. It's probably not going to be with LeBron on it next year. So I think the version, I mean they are what they are right now. I mean they're a good competitive team, but they're probably not championship worthy in the Western Conference here. And I think that's the thing where if you're the Lakers at the deadline and you're trying to balance what the offseason could present and the future, as far as going out, current do has part 2 or
portion of the Lakers roster has reached its expiration, but the Luca portion of the Lakers roster is the future and the unknown.
Yeah, it's the 2 timeline. The timeline, there's the now, which is LeBron and Luca and Austin Reeves, and then there's the future, which is Reeves and Luca and whatever else you do in trades and in free agency this summer and also in 2027.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fascinating to see what Rob does here with the Giannis situation, because that's got everything on hold, right? Like, does he add here? Do they sit pat and wait? I think they can make a move and still be effective in the offseason, but it's an interesting needle to have to thread. I think LeBron, I was just there in Cleveland. I was there the night that they played. I think he should just go back there and finish it there. That to me is a full circle moment. I think it would be in everyone's best interest. He won a championship here. He's been here a long time. There were a lot of reasons why they didn't win another one. Injuries, I think, played a big part early on after their first championship. But yeah, I just think that for him, it'd be best to just go there, wrap it up, finish it there.
Well, I will say this. I mean, I agree with you, and it's when he does become and he'll become a free agent. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about it. It's not going to be like all of a sudden all these teams trying to clear like $40 to $50 million to go out and sign him to a 2-year, $80 million contract. That's not happening. And the teams that do have room are all rebuilding teams. That doesn't make sense for him. So it's a matter of kind of where he can retire, where he can have a chance to win a championship. I think certainly Cleveland would give him that opportunity. He would go east in a watered down version of kind of where the East is right now. And I know Tatum will be back and Halliburton and some of those other players, but I do think that would probably give him the most opportunity.
Before you go, I've heard you on Sportsmanlike. I've heard you on Wendy's podcast. Promote the thing you're doing at the All-Star break here in LA, because I do think it's a pretty cool deal for people that would like to get involved here locally, something that you're going to do. You're a front office insider. You worked in a front office for many, many, many years. I think you're doing a really cool deal that you've done at All-Star Weekend, and it's coming here to L.A.
Well, it's through Sports Business Classroom, so you can go on sportsbusinessclassroom.com. We've done it in Las Vegas the last 2 summers, where we bring out team executives.
At Summer League,
in
right.
Summer League.
Yeah.
A week long of classes ranging from salary cap, basketball ops, scouting, video analytics, media broadcasts, agent negotiations. And we do kind of classroom type settings, and then we have people from the industry come in and speak. And we do this. We always do a mock trade deadline. We're doing an expansion draft this year with that here. It's literally right across the street at the East Central Hotel. That's where our home is.
Hey,
that's Chris and Cappy's home away from home.
That's right. Dude, I stay there 3 nights a week
that's
normal week.
That's where we
Bobby,
are.
Cappy should go to Cappy, you should go to the class.
But Bobby, serious question here,
Yes.
because honestly, I think I would be like a perfect candidate to take this class. But my question would be, who are the people that come to take this class? Why are they taking it? For me, I could learn a lot, and then I know a lot more than Sedano. And then every time Sedano starts telling me stuff, I tell him how wrong he is, because I have a master's degree from BMU, Bobby Marks University. But who are the people that normally would take something like this?
You always think it's because it's college students. It's not.
Yeah.
It's people in their 40s who are looking to maybe make a career change. We had a
just
quick,
a little younger than you.
We
Cappy.
had a great story 2 years ago in Las Vegas. We had a lady, Alexis Williams. She was in DA and she was a district attorney in Dallas.
Wow.
And she had kind of maxed out as far as what she wanted to do, and actually became a certified agent. And now represents a lot of college football players in the portal. And so when she's going through it, we hook her up with our guys at ESPN who are doing the portal stuff. So it is a lot of people who are probably looking to try to make a career change and figure out what's the best way to do it. There are college students. I think more of the college students in Las Vegas, just because that's the off season for them.
Right.
But it is people, 30s, 40s, trying to make a career change.
Even you, Cappy, in your 50s.
So wait, Bobby, one more time, serious. Tell us how people can sign up for this, because I know a lot of kids that are always hitting me up with, now they're all analytics geniuses.
Yeah.
All these kids have come up with their own versions of analytics, and they're always trying to find their way in. So what we all do is we're all like, hey, do you know this guy? Can this kid talk to you? This would be perfect for some of these young kids that are future potential GMs.
There's
and the other thing, too.
Wait, to his point, Bobby, there's an actual kid that Cappy knows that already is connected with some NBA players on some of his proprietary stuff. This is like the perfect guy, Cappy, to go to this thing.
Well, the other thing, too, is we're having a career fair, too. So we're bringing in, teams and agencies to come in and people can get in front of here. But, yeah, I mean, it's sportsbusinessclassroom.com. You can go and register. We start on the Monday Monday All-Star Week. We go all through Saturday. You get access to Rising Stars, the crossover across that convention center. There's a lot of things at night to do. But it is a great opportunity to really just kind of get your face. Breaking into sports is one of the hardest things. I mean, I did it in 95, and it was like people asked me, how'd you do it? And I was like, it's unfair to tell you how I did it 30 years ago compared to how right now.
Right place, right time in a lot of cases. So, Bobby Marks, go ahead, Cappy, sorry.
It's really interesting. Sportsbusinessclassroom.com.
Yep.
Very, very interesting. This is probably why we can't stay at the East Central.
Well,
next week.
And here's the other thing, too. On that web, there's free.
Wait, they pushed you out?
Yeah,
they're sold out because of Bobby Marks.
Bobby, you got an extra couple of rooms for us?
Bobby, if you stay at the East Central, be sure to use.
They're awesome.
All right.
I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, there it is. Give the website one more time.
Sportsbusinessclassroom.com.
Sportsbusinessclassroom.com. Bobby Marks, ESPN NBA front office insider, the best in the business. I will see you later on television on
good.
NBA
Looking
Today.
forward to it.
There he is. All right, Bobby Marks. So thanks to Bobby. Quick, guys, you know what's coming. Because Valentine's here, you got to get flowers for the people in your life. Blooms that lasts way longer. I've got some at my house already. What are you waiting for? They've got incredible flowers, even roses grown on the side of a freaking volcano. And the best part, Books makes it easy. Pick the bouquet, the delivery date, and you're done. No last-minute panic. That's why Books has over 50,000 five-star reviews. And listen, even if your significant other says, you don't have to get me anything. That doesn't mean no flowers. Flowers still score every time. Don't get put in the doghouse here, okay? Valentine's Day is February 14th, right after the big game. So don't fumble this one. Order now. Go to Books.com. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN, 25% off with that code. That's BOUQS.com. Promo code ESPN, 25% off. Books, promo code ESPN.
Thank you, Sedano. 8:30 in the morning on a Monday. When we come back in 3 minutes, we will unpack the Bobby Marks segment. Get more at Cappy's thoughts, too. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on a Monday on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Why do we grill to order at Waba Grill? Because it's just better for you. Our Asian-inspired menu has high-quality proteins that are healthier for you. Like hormone-free chicken, ribeye steak, wild-caught salmon, and shrimp. Introducing our new Chili Crisp Dumplings. A spicy twist on a Waba favorite. Bold, crunchy, and tossed, and fiery. Chili Crisp. That's our new Chili Crisp Dumplings. Get them today. Only at Waba Grill. It's for you.
ESPN LA is bringing the action to Hollywood Park Casino for the House Rules Grand Opening Celebration. Happening Thursday, February 12th from 3 to 5:30 p.m. Join ESPN LA's DeMarco and Travis, as well as me, Chris Morales, as House Rules by Hollywood Park Casino, partnered with Legends Attic, the Southland's premier sports memorabilia gallery and store, officially opens its doors inside LA's hottest card room. Celebrate in style with great food, drinks, prizes. Meet Oral Hershiser and Isaac Bruce. More information at playhpc.com/events.
With America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds. Like the reliable and efficient Tucson Hybrid, backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai Tucson Hybrid. It's the best of both worlds.
Now, lease a Hyundai Tucson for $269 a month or get 0.99% APR financing for 60 months. See your SoCal Hyundai dealer. Offers end February 2nd. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Oh, no.
So I'm watching a basketball game recently, and I realized I'm squinting. Some people thought I was actually falling asleep. That's when I knew it was time to head to VisionWorks in Orange County. They made it easy. I booked my exam fast, the doctor was great, and picking frames from their incredible selection was a lot of fun. Simple scheduling, simple shopping, and here's the win. BOGO on glasses. 2 pairs plus VisionWorks backs it with a 100-day guarantee. So there's no pressure to rush the shot. Bottom line, whether you're watching the game or playing it, you got to see it clearly. VisionWorks. See the difference.
Out on the course, they're the PGA Tour's best players. But in the arena, they're prime time. And Season 2 of TGL presented by SoFi is back with lights, cameras, action. We're talking big moments, big personalities, big names in the stands, all on the big screen. Big-time matchups with shot clocks, hammer drops, timeouts, overtime, and playoffs. It's city versus city, squad versus squad. The sport just hits different under the lights. It's TGL presented by SoFi. Keep up. It's golf. Tune into every match. Only on ESPN.
My name is Whitney Allen, and I'm a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought we'd ever have to use life insurance, but the unexpected happened. With Ethos, signing up was fast and 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage. I'm grateful we were prepared.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/game. That's ethos.com/game. Paid spokesperson. Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on the road to the Lombardi Trophy. Powered by Yamava Resort and Casino. You in?
8:34. Good morning. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on a Monday. It's a Michelob Ultra Reaction Monday. We're reacting to the Lakers falling short in New York and basketball all day, leading up to Lakers talk at 6 p.m. Reaction Monday is brought to you by Michelob Ultra, a superior taste worth playing for. The official beer sponsor of the Los Angeles Lakers. Please enjoy responsibly. Cappy, some people called you a scrub. On this day in 1999, TLC released the song No Scrubs.
No scrub.
No
anti-scrub. No scrub.
Cappy.
Yo.
We have worked it out. Because you can go to any of those classes.
Let me tell you something right now. No joke.
You should totally go.
He said he would love to have you, and you could even talk to the kids in the class.
Yeah,
I
and
would be happy.
The social team can follow you. It'd be great.
I'd be happy to do it. Let me tell you something, George. I'm looking at his website, and I've already sent the website to 2 friends of mine because, as you point out, this is a crazy story. I know this kid. He's 17 years old. He wrote an article. He put the article on Twitter. And an NBA player read it, just randomly, read the article. The NBA player then DMs the kid. This is a 17-year-old high school kid. DMs the kid and said, hey, man, would love for you to watch my games and give me some feedback based on what you've written about. This is a child. The kid winds up watching the games, sends him his feedback, and the player goes, well, let me introduce you to this guy and this guy and this guy. And before you know it, I swear to you guys, this 17-year-old kid is on the phone with Kyrie Irving, LeBron James. I mean, the list goes on and on. And you're like, how did this happen? One article that a kid posted on Twitter turned into him now breaking down games of players
we should not
feedback.
try to go specific names there. Like, we should just keep it to, like, he's talking NBA players.
Yeah, well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
This kid or other kids, right? This kid or other kids would be so enamored with this sort of content. And for me, George, like, serious, I loved what he said about the possibility of changing careers. And I also loved what he said about if maybe you're a fan and you want to learn it more intimately. I was blown away. I had no idea that
I'm not
going
to take the bait, Sedano. You're smiling at me to make the career joke. I'm not going to do it.
I'm not talking. Cappy, listen, I just felt like the reason I brought it up was because I wanted to help Bobby, but I also know Cappy's brain. Cappy would love to sit in one of those classes.
Big time.
Yeah.
Big time. Because I'd like to learn about all the things. A lot of times we'll be having a conversation and you are very, very in the world of the NBA. And I will say things. I even said it while Bobby was on. I don't know that, so I know other people don't know that. Would you explain it? But, George, I also know that when I say those kinds of things, you snicker like everybody knows this stuff. I don't agree.
I don't. The reason I snickered wasn't even because of that. It was just more. It's just the way you say it is hilarious to me.
Listen. There are a lot of things I admit.
It's the way you say it. It's not even the message. It's the way you deliver the message. I don't know that, so I'm sure other people don't know that.
It's true. It's true. And the thing is that I know that's the case, but I know that you also have kind of this thought like, most people probably know this stuff.
I would say this. I don't know about most people, but I would say the audience here that likes basketball, they know this stuff pretty well. Like, because there's so many places now to get, like, the niche stuff that people are more informed than they ever have been. Sports fans are way more informed than they've ever been.
I have a different perspective on that, and I don't think they are. So here's the thing: I want to take Bobby's classes because here's the thing.
No, I'm not. You should absolutely take his classes.
Well, I really want to take the class because here's what I really want to be able to do. You ready?
Yeah.
When I start schooling you on aprons, okay, and then you start telling me how I don't know what I'm talking about, and then I come back to you, but my reference is Bobby Marks, so he doesn't know what he's talking about.
Right.
Like that's the only thing I want. Is I just want to be able to.
I would just love to see how much you can actually absorb.
Well, that's that. I'm going to need to take like a recording device of some sort, because the absorption on the surface at the time probably very low with my ADHD.
Yeah,
all of that. Part of the morning wood, the hardwood. Thanks to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-624 or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Hey, Sedano, before we take a time out here, we're a little behind. I'm going to soft toss to you because they don't want to bet underneath when you talk about our friends at Daisy Dips.
Oh, okay, of course. Listen, our friends at Daisy Dips, this is the time of year to get yourself some Daisy Dips, man. It's very simple, okay? As we get closer to the big game, one thing everybody starts to think about, of course, is the food, right? Whether you're hosting, heading to a party, or just watching at home, the snacks matter, man. And one thing I always make sure to have on the table, Daisy Dips. Daisy makes a French onion dip. Oh, it's so delicious. Finger licking good, okay? And just flat out delivers. It's rich, it's creamy, it's tasty, it tastes unbelievable. And the same thing with their Daisy Ranch dip. You can get the combo of both at your big game party. And these dips are things that people are going to keep going back for over and over and over again. What I love about Daisy is how simple it is. It's made with ingredients you actually recognize. Stuff you find in your kitchen. I mean, what a novel concept. No preservatives, no artificial ingredients, just real great tasting dip. Listen, I'm eating Daisy Dips with everything. Chips, wings, veggies, and honestly, whatever's in front of me on game day. So, as you're getting ready for the big game, make sure Daisy French Onion or Daisy Ranch is part of your game plan.
There's a bet. 840, good morning, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. On a Monday, Bergie's got some Ram Stews. We'll do that in about 3 minutes. Plus, I don't know. We'll do something. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Monday. Smile, scumbags!
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Hey, Laker fans, are you juggling work and family, chasing big goals while keeping everything else on track? You're in Ander, and National University gets it. That's why they have flexible online courses, career-focused programs, and real support for busy students who do it all. Whether you're building a career, raising a family, or going after your next big win, NU helps you crush your end game and your end game. Make your move at nu.edu.
George Chevrolet is kicking off the new year with big savings. GM John Good makes it easy. Up to $11,000 off MSRP on the dependable 2026 Chevy Silverado 1500. Or up to $6,500 off select 2025 Silverado 2500 HDs. John Good and his team deliver great service and savings that last. George Chevrolet off the 91 freeway at the Lakewood exit in Bellflower. Or online at georgechevy.com. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Discounts off MSRP select models. Ends 2/2/26. See dealer for details. 866-949-4805.
Hey, it's DeMarco Farr. The big game is around the corner, but before that, it's NBA trade deadline. ESPN LA and Hendricks Gen are taking over Rockin' Brews in El Segundo Thursday, February 5th for the Super Week trade deadline party. Join Mason and Ireland with special guest O'Shea Jackson Jr., followed by me and Travis, while we broadcast live from noon to 5:30. Become a Gensider. Follow every purple and gold move live and win tickets to a professional basketball game. It's all happening Thursday at Rockin' Brews in El Segundo. See you there.
Fuego. Children's Hospital Los Angeles is where groundbreaking research meets unparalleled expertise. It's where exceptional care is tailored 100% to kids. And it's where every specialist, every room, every innovation revolves around one need: your child's health. Whether it's routine care or a life-saving procedure, CHLA is where families turn to when outcomes truly matter. Children's Hospital Los Angeles, 125 years of building hope and healthier futures. Go to chla.org today.
Attention, have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers, so don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-880-1212. That's 800-880-1212. Again, that's 800-880-1212.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. On the road to the Lombardi Trophy. Powered by Yamava Resort and Casino. You in?
$8:44, good morning. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Monday. Cappy on this day in 1992, the number one hit, George Michael and Elton John.
Great song.
Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Of course, this was the live version that became a top hit, Jack.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Elton John.
That's the best part.
Yeah.
Today is also National Catcher's Day, Cappy.
National Catcher's Day? Really?
Yeah. Whether you're a pitcher or a catcher, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show is your home.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think we determined last week that I'm a pitcher, you're a catcher. Is that right?
For you, yeah.
For me. Only for me.
And pitchers and catchers reporting soon, right?
Exactly.
Bernie?
Yes, very soon. Yes. I think it's about a week and a half.
Yeah. Damn.
Right now, some of these weasels are walking across the hall going, man, that show, man. Oh, they're crazy.
Which weasels?
Do they laugh like that each time?
The ones
That's how the weasels do laugh.
Yeah, exactly.
How many weasels we got here?
Oh, at least half a dozen.
Really? A good 6 solid weasels?
6 weasels in the office.
And then they all sit around laughing like that?
Now, can we name them in the Prize Picks Hour?
No.
Ah.
I got in trouble the last time you did that.
I didn't come in for nothing. I wanted names.
But trust me, Sedano and I have proven we'll get you eventually.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Man, I wish Cappy was here more.
Well,
if they're saying that about him, what do they say about me?
Well,
they're like, does he still work here?
Yeah.
Really?
I always tell him Sedano Claus.
Yeah. So anyway, Cappy.
Sedano Claus, is that like Santa Claus?
Cappy, where were you 366 days ago at around 11 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock Pacific?
Yeah, I was thinking about that, and I actually got to be honest with everybody. I can't come up with where I was a year ago.
So I know exactly where I was when
figure it
Luca.
out.
I know exactly where I was when Luca was traded.
Where were you?
I was on a plane to Milwaukee.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, because we've talked about Giannis a ton today.
Right.
And Mike Trudell texts me. So Mike Trudell and I are in the same fantasy basketball league for the last several years.
Mm-hmm.
So he texts me, Luca for AD, question mark. And I wrote back to him. I thought he was talking about our fantasy league. I'm not even joking. And I'm like, who would do that deal? And he goes, no, you idiot. Shams just tweeted it. And I'm like, what? And I'm like, I was watching, I was on the flight, and I was watching a basketball game, an NBA game. It was the Lakers. The Lakers and Knicks, interestingly enough, were also playing that weekend. And it was at the Garden as well. Then that game was over, and I flipped over to like a college basketball game on ESPN on my phone. And then that's when the Trudell text came, and I swear to God, I just started texting. We had Shams on shortly thereafter, if you remember, Cappy, and we asked him when we were on in the afternoon show, tell us about that day, and he told us we should actually pull that one question, because I would love to play that in the Prize Picks Power Hour to just kind of commemorate the day of Luca being traded. And maybe even we should have thought of this earlier, of just like playing some stuff of all of our reactions from that the next day, because it was insane.
Mm-hmm.
But I remember texting Shams and going like, "Hey, bro, you okay? Like, you're not hacked, right?" Like, and I must have been like 1,000 people that's in that Zoom. Then I was texting Windhorse, and everybody. We were just all texting each other, and even Windhorse at the time in the immediacy, I was like, I think it's real. Like, it was crazy. And then I remember being up in Milwaukee till 2 or 3 in the morning, just watching Sports Center and Shams going on a million times, even though by then he was saying the same thing over and over and over again. Yeah. I just wanted to see if there was any new update, and I was listening to all the podcasts. It was nuts. Like, I'll never forget that day.
I just went back and looked at my calendar just to see if I could jog my memory, and then I even went into my photos to see what was going on. And it turns out, obviously it's a year later. This is not going to surprise you. I was in New Orleans. And I was working your favorite place on the planet, Radio Row. Right. And then it's just now coming back to me that on Monday, or maybe it was Tuesday, it was still the talk of everything. Like, there was nobody there talking football.
Right.
The sports world and the number one lead story, and again, call it on Tuesday. This happened on a Saturday night, so Sunday was your first day to kind of wake up to it. But by Monday, Tuesday, on Radio Row in New Orleans, the whole sports radio media world is there. And rather than talking about the Super Bowl, everybody was talking about Luca being traded.
It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Bobby said it best when he was in here a few minutes ago. We will never see anything like that again.
Yeah, listen, that's why when we're talking about all this Giannis stuff right now, there is no, or at least not that I can envision, a Giannis is a star over here, and then this star over here, and then two organizations covertly and under everybody's radar just sort of swap, essentially, these two big stars. Even though I got to say, George, one thing we never really mention is I really think Max Christie's turning into a pretty nice player. And Max Christie was becoming a decent player when he was at the Lakers. And watching the Lakers play the Mavs last week, I look at Max Christie. I think he scored like 26 points in that game. Max Christie is growing up. He was a very young kid when he got into the NBA, and he was just sort of a throw and just add him on, give him Max Christie, another body. Max Christie become a decent player. I kind of like Max Christie.
He is. He's become a good player. He's one of the best three-point shooters in the league by percentage this year.
Yeah,
he's a good player.
Before we talk about our friends at Prize Picks, we got some breaking Rams news.
Oh.
We head to our breaking news desk in Gregory Arthur Bergman.
Some very positive news for the Rams. They have signed extensions with head coach Sean McVay and general manager Les Snead, according to the Rams.
My BFF, Les Snead.
Mm-hmm. When can we get Sean on? We haven't had him since training camp. And we weren't even in this time slot.
We can reach out to him.
Yeah.
We'll reach
Are
out
you
to
sad
artists.
that we'll never do training camp again?
No.
Why not? We don't have morning practices? Ever?
Well, I mean, I'm sure we could go somewhere, but I don't think they're going to be ready for us.
Those 7 a.m. practices, they hit harder.
Going to go park their cars, dude, or what?
We can't just go there and sit there and hang out.
I'm good.
Smell the grass.
I'm good. We could go smell the grass.
Right, play
There's
catch a little bit.
Grass smell when you're there, for sure.
Right, it smells like football.
Do you want to drive the John Deere?
I mean, I listen. Driving a tractor is fun. Okay, cutting grass when driving a tractor is fun. So I would do that.
Better when you say it correctly too.
Yeah, let's get Sean. We should also get Bob Chesney on. Greg's boy.
I would love to have Bob Chesney on.
We should get him on.
He is going to be the truth.
They got 41 kids in the portal. Like that.
Top 15.
Team's going to look a little different next year. That's for sure. So
what happens when you transfer to the portal and then you don't get a new team?
You're kind of in limbo.
So you just can't sign
portal.
anywhere?
I mean, you could, but you're just kind of waiting.
Or you could sit out.
Right. Or you can go down a level.
Chris, what do you think about this? UCLA making the playoffs before USC.
Ooh.
I would love it. Well, can we fire Lincoln then, Sedano?
He's going to make the playoff this year.
Uh-huh.
No, he's not.
I don't think so.
Okay.
But
Meanwhile,
hey, listen, give it to George. He's hung up on this.
What?
He's committed to it.
I know he is.
He's committed to it.
He got the script.
Again, the key is Mayava. There's no script. Mayava is, if Mayava's healthy, they should win 10 games.
All right, we're not going to break. We're just going to lay it out here. Let's talk 60 seconds about our friends at Prize Picks.
Oh, listen, Prize Picks is the place to be if you want sports action in the state of California. Download the Prize Picks app. Use the promo code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Your first $5 lineup gets you a $50 lineup bonus. It's very simple to play Prize Picks. It's more or less. For example, yesterday, I had a play. Luca points, rebounds, assists, 47.5. I went more, and that hit. I had a 5-pick play. Okay, 5 different players, a bunch of Celtics and Bucks from the early game, and then Luca. I missed because I went less on Derek White. At 16.5, he hit 17, Cappy. I was so close.
Now, did you have a flex play or a power play? Do you know?
No, I power play.
Okay, so you say power play, you go for it, you got to get all 5.
You got to get it. Yeah.
Right. A flex play, you got the opportunity, though, 4 or 5, you can still make some cash.
Yeah, listen, I get it. Flex play is for some people. I'm a power play kind of guy.
I understand. This week, Mr. Power Play, let me tell you what you need to do. Prize Picks has a special max discount for the big game, and it's live right now in the app. Drake May. Do you think Drake May will be able to pass for more than 1 yard? Well, if you think that, you're halfway home. Because this week in the app right now for the big game, Drake May, max discount. All he has to do is pass for more than half of a yard. Make sure you download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 lineup. Get $50 in lineups. And take advantage of the Drake May max discount.
Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
Thank you. The road to Lombardi continues at Yamava, and Super Sunday is taking over the pool deck. That kind of makes sense. Join Cappy Morales. Hey, that's me. Bergman and producer Lindsay Baseball at Yamava Resort and Casino for a full-blown Super Sunday watch party. Doors open at 1 p.m. Kickoff is at 3:30, so get there early and soak in the energy before the game starts. Lock in your spot now at ESPNLA.com. That's ESPNLA.com, and join us at the Yamava's pool deck. You in Yamava Resort and Casino. By the way, we will also be doing our watch-along party, which you can watch on our YouTube channel at ESPN Los Angeles on Sunday.
Any chance that we're in, Speedos and, give people something to really look at?
But here's the thing. I'm not going to go down the road with you.
Stepha's in here. She smiled when you said that, Cappy.
I'm not going to go down the road with you this weekend of eating crazy. I'm going to have my salad and my fruit bowl, and that's it.
I told Chris, lunch needs to be now, little faja.
Yeah, faja.
And some blueberries. You know what I mean? Some 0% fat Greek yogurt, some blueberries. That's a nice little lunch packed with protein. You get a little good carbs with the blueberries. And then, as I told you, Cappy, the blueberries, they help with the visceral fat.
Oh, well, I need it because let me tell you something. I'm about to turn, people now use this phrase, another time around the sun. What do they say when they get
another
their
trip
birthday?
Around the sun?
Another trip around the sun, right? Yeah. Sometimes I will take a picture shirtless when I take a trip around the sun.
Yeah.
This year, I can assure you right now.
No shirtless
that
pic?
It will not be a shirtless pic on any social media of any kind because people might get me confused with a lady.
Well, and then your Indian friend will send you another message about your visceral fat, is what you're saying.
That's Gurudat Rame Krishna.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
Now,
Gurudat.
last time we did a Monday show, you threw me in the pool. What are we going to do this time?
It's a good question. I don't know. But I do see perhaps Sunday, I think we get a little bit of sun. I think we're going to have a really nice day out at the pool at Yamava. I think we show up in board shorts and we show up shirtless and we just kind of show off what we got.
I believe it won't be as warm as this weekend, but it'll be still nice and warm. And listen, I was out there this weekend. I took Mateo and a couple of his buddies to a little baseball practice. I taught them tennis, which I ran into a couple of listeners of the Sedano and Kap show. Shout out to my friends in the South Bay. And, they're big tennis fans that listen to Sedano and Kap every morning.
I also ran into a great listener.
You hear the music, right, Cappy?
I know, and I have till 56, right? Right? I have till 56, right?
50.
Go. All right, see ya.
Oh,
Rich
God.
Eisen is next.
Rich Eisen Show terrestrially. Meanwhile, we continue on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. If you're listening on the app, stay right there, sucker, because we continue along the Sedano and Kap Morning Show, the Prize Picks Power Hour, the YouTube Hour, and Cappy will continue whatever he was talking about. We'll see you in 4 minutes. Jack.
For a century, the Genesis Invitational has stood as one of golf's greatest stages, where legends rise and history is made. February 19th through 22nd, celebrate 100 years of championship golf. Experience the drama, the tradition, and the moments that define the Genesis Invitational. Tickets at genesisinvitational.com.
Not sure what to do this week? The answer is always Cosm. Here's your Cosm calendar for the week of February 2nd. It's the game you've waited for all football season long, and there's no better way to experience this game than in the ultimate high-resolution, immersive experience that is Cosm. Every hard hit, every goal line stand, every nail-biting moment. You are right in the middle of all the action at Cosm. Visit Cosm.com to lock in your tickets for this and other great Cosm showings like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, or The Matrix, or Oh by Cirque du Soleil. See them all in sheer reality where the screen wraps around you and literally pulls you into the fun. Wednesday, see the Thunder and the Spurs face off. And on Thursday, your Los Angeles Kings lace up their skates against the Vegas Golden Knights. And on Saturday morning, get up early to see Manchester United hit the pit versus Tottenham. There's also a full menu of local food favorites, craft cocktails, and beers to enjoy all the games and showings. Remember Cosm.com for a list of all events, and that's your Cosm calendar.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Huckleberry Vodka, crafted with real mountain huckleberries, Idaho's state fruit. Think blueberries, but richer. Try pairing it with lemonade. So refreshing. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Change is in the air at LAX. Los Angeles International Airport's automated people mover trains are rolling soon as part of LAX's ongoing investments in improving your travel journey. The new trains will quickly move guests between all terminals. The new consolidated rental car center, metro trains and buses, and economy parking in 10 minutes or less. Departing every 2 minutes, they'll help approximately 30 million passengers per year. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN. That's lawa.org/ESPN.
Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
I was feeling the same way. After 40, the body has less testosterone, and men lose their edge. That's why I take Nugenix Total T2.
That's the testosterone booster, right?
Yes, but Total T2 is their brand new formula that skyrockets nitric oxide levels in as little as 3 hours. Since I started taking it, I've been lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. My energy is way up, and it even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles?
Yep, just send a text.
Text BILL to 231-231 for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T2, the next generation testosterone booster. Text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, our newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text BILL to 231-231. That's BILL to 231-231. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Kap Morning Show.
Here's LaRavia. And Michael, as you predicted, LeBron is at the scorer's table. Luca for three. Good. That's a big three from Luca. Gives him 30 in the game, and the Lakers trail by 8.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show is on the air.
Here is Nick Smith, two-pointer, no good, and that's the end of the ball game. Final score, Knicks 112 and the Lakers 100.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
Remember this? You couldn't escape this song in 1999. It was everywhere.
It was everywhere.
I love Cher. How old is Cher now?
Gotta be like 80.
Yeah.
In a weird way, she's still very hot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Don't you think? Oh, my God.
79 years old.
Hey?
She has a boyfriend that's like 28.
Right. That's what I'm kind of saying, you know?
You're
like,
saying
Georgia, right?
Sedano literally spitting water out. As Cappy said, Cher's still hot.
She is, and you're right.
Not that she's hot in a weird way.
Yeah, but
No, she's still hot.
You described it, too.
It was not that she's hot.
She's hot like Martha Stewart is hot, right?
It's a weird way.
Listen, a little sabor. Yeah, I don't think people like being called hacks.
You're the widow on the radio.
Giant Mexican, horn section. And
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
give me a freaking break.
I'm reacting to Art Bell.
Yeah.
Midnight in the Desert. I'm Art Bell.
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to
Bit Boy.
Right now.
Monstrous. But I don't want to eat that. We did it, Dad. We did it.
You were riding high on the Stinger last time.
Oh, big time. So,
Right, that's right. Of course we were.
So, my girls, stay tuned.
in a weird way, she's still very hot.
Yeah, she is.
Boom, bean bop, ba-da, bop, doom, bean bop. Boom, bean
9:02 and 20 seconds. I stepped on you. I apologize. I need love boat integrity.
Yeah, you screwed that up.
Do the love boat.
Bing, bop.
Sounded like it got dizzy.
Yeah. Well, I was on the ocean. You know what I mean? I was swaying back and forth. Got caught up in the waves. Bing, bing, doo-da-bop. Doom, bing-bop. Digga-digga-digga-digga-doom.
Where are you guys going to stay if you can't stay at the East Central next week because of Bobby Martz's
Well, I don't need to stay there because we got the Genesis, so I'll be in Riviera.
That's funny.
Come to your house on Monday night after the Lakers and Oklahoma City. Come on, man. Really? They can't get us in for Monday night?
Wait a minute. No, Riviera's the week after, isn't it?
Yeah, we're kind of out on our own here, I think.
Well,
We're
I'll be
sleeping
fine.
in the car.
I'll be fine. But
Yeah, I'm going to stay at George's.
I'll probably stay at my house, actually.
Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, wait, we'll go to your house then. It's not a bad idea. This way we don't have to get up in the morning, go to 7-Eleven, get coffee, get on the train. I'll drive.
I like my silence on the train, though.
Like you take the train.
I sit in the quiet car, so when people do call me, I'm like, hey, I'm in the quiet car. I'll call you back. I like
Even though you may not be on the quiet car?
No, I'm always on the quiet car.
Oh, okay.
I like the quiet car. Nobody's talking on the quiet car. Because you'd be surprised in the other cars, even that early in the morning, because people know each other, because they get to know each other. So they're cackling away. And I'm like, oh, God. I'm praying, like, can we just crash into something so they'll stop talking?
Even in the quiet car?
Not in the quiet car. The quiet car is quiet. That's why it's quiet.
Oh, okay.
Somebody got kicked out of the quiet car today. They were like,
really?
Sir, this is the quiet car. Get your ass over there.
Were they on the phone or something?
No, they were just like talking. I think they were talking to somebody else. You're not allowed to do that in the quiet car.
No talking.
I like that rule.
Oh, God. I love the
it'd be
talking
fantastic,
rule.
yeah.
It's a great rule.
So when I was in college, I was dating a girl, and her sister, we went to the same school. It was like, basically like a CSUN, right? Like a commuter school. And I would pick her up sometimes. And just like, and literally she and I were like those type of people in the morning that wouldn't speak. And like we would take a 40-minute ride, 40-minute ride. And literally other than, hey, what's up? Like wouldn't say another word until we'd parked. I'd be like, all right, see you later. That was it. Like I love a good quiet car.
Oh, it's the best.
Oh.
I like it when I'm in an Uber and the person who's driving understands, hey, I'm not initiating a conversation. Therefore, there's, I'm not really in the mood to talk for whatever reason, or I'm doing something on my phone. But there's a lot of times where you get into an Uber where the person's just a very friendly guy or girl, and they want to initiate a conversation. And sometimes it can be a nice one, and then other times, like, dude, I just, is it rude if I'm just not? Because I never say on the app, yeah, I'm looking for quiet.
Well, that's why you got to use the app to say quiet.
Yeah, I don't do that.
Oh, you're saying on an Uber? Oh, I always put quiet.
Yeah, I don't ever do that.
It's funny
So
you
that
ask
way,
that, Cappy.
if you engage, then that changes the conversation.
Exactly.
But
Right.
initially, it's just like very, quiet. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to do some etiquette stuff, Cappy, in my Lindsay segment, but that's one of them.
Okay, good. I look
Cappy,
forward to hearing it.
do you, if you're packing bags, do you hit the thing about having bags, or do you always forget to do that?
I never even have seen that.
You have to, or else it's rude. Because a lot of times if I have bags,
You
I'll
go
take,
to the airport.
I'll take XL or black.
Right.
So I have room for the bags because, I pack very heavy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't, if let's say you're taking another version and you don't tell them you have bags, a lot of times they're not prepared.
Right.
So you don't want them to open up the trunk and they got like a stroller in there for their kid.
Right.
You want them to take that thing out of there.
That is a good point, and I've never even seen that on the app.
It's
And
right. No, it's
No,
right
I've
there.
never
It's right
seen
there
it.
when you're. Yeah, no, it's right there.
I swear to you, I've
Yeah.
never even seen it. I
Yeah.
just listen. All I do is click confirm for ride.
Yeah.
That's it. I
Yeah.
don't
It's there.
tell you
Yeah.
not to be quiet. I don't tell you I got bags.
Yeah.
I never even knew that. And by the way, it's funny you say that because sometimes somebody picks me up and I'm like, bro, what the hell do you have in your trunk?
That's why you have to give them the heads up that you have bags.
Goodness.
Do you
man.
tell them? Do you pick your temperature?
Never.
All right.
Never. And then I get in and I'm like, yo, it's
cool.
cold in here.
Always cool for me.
Yeah, cool.
It's really cold.
Yeah.
Can you turn that thing down, please.
Do you guys ever tell your Uber driver, like, if they're driving too slow, do you ever say, like, if they're
Hey,
driving...
speed it up. I got to get somewhere.
Yeah, like ridiculously slow. Do you ever do that?
I mean, it's only happened to me one time where I was like, hey, I'm a little bit of a hurry if you can help, and that was literally one time in thousands of rides.
Right. One time it happened to me, and luckily I had cash on me, so I think I gave him a $20
Me too.
bill, and I
Same
said,
deal.
like, hey, listen, I got a deadline. Can we get there?
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was already going to tip electronically. I was going to give him 20 on top.
Yeah.
I
Same.
feel like they should always be wanting to drive fast because turnover,
No,
no,
because you get tickets. Like, you don't want
Well,
that.
I don't mean that fast, but I mean when you're driving like the speed limit, it's like, come on, man, let's go.
You ever take a long Uber drive and feel guilty that the Uber driver may not get a ride back and has a long ride home by himself or herself? Like, for example, I took an Uber recently from downtown Fullerton down to San Diego, and it was probably like $120. I got whatever the cheapest one was. I was like, just get me in, right? And then,
But that's not even comfortable. Why would you want to take an Uber X to San Diego from Fullerton?
well, because
That's an uncomfortable ride.
Because I felt kind of bad, like I planned on expensing it to the company, and I'm like, you know what, I'll just try and save as much as I can here.
No,
I'll take
we
the
were on those
cheapest one.
emails.
To
You
which
were-
company?
Our company.
Yeah, I was like, you know what, I'm just going to try and be conscious of it. You know what I mean? I could get the Uber Black and spend $220, but I'll get the smallest, cheapest Uber, and it's $120.
You're not a lot nicer than I am.
Yes, I'm a nice guy. I think
Yeah.
about the company. And listen, saving that $100 for the company is going to change the
By
whole
the way, what
trajectory,
I also
you know?
didn't understand is why you didn't just take the train from downtown Fullerton to
We could have
Solana
done
Beach.
that. Yeah.
I could have, however.
That would have been a
however,
lot nicer of a ride for you.
and in the
it would
quiet
have
car.
been, but A, I didn't
It's
know
an
about the quiet
Amtrak you
car.
were taking for the Amtrak.
Yeah. And also the other part of it was it's just the timing did not align. Otherwise I would have. In fact, when I go back up, I will take the train to Fullerton. I didn't even know that you could take the train to Fullerton.
What are you talking about? It's
Yeah.
Amtrak.
I know, but I never stopped
But
there.
I've taken Amtrak to your house several times.
Yeah, but I didn't know you got on in Fullerton. I thought you got on in Anaheim.
Yeah, but it goes Fullerton, Anaheim. Then
Didn't know. I don't know the
There's
train. I
stops.
don't. Yeah,
I don't know if you know.
No, I only go Solana Beach,
But how-
Union
wait,
Station.
The train doesn't just
Solana
start
Beach,
in Anaheim
Union
and comes
Station.
down.
Well, I mean, it'll stop a couple of places. Like it's nice when it stops in San Juan Capistrano, and you're like sitting there going, "Oh my God, it's freaking beautiful here.
Oh,
Where
the
am I?"
missions. Those missions are nice. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
But I felt so bad. I took this Uber, and it was like a 75-mile Uber, and I kind of gave him one of these things when I was getting out. I'm like, "Hey man, thanks for the ride, and I'm sure you'll get another ride going north, no problem." Like I'm sure. Like I just felt guilty.
Like that made him feel so
Well,
much
I mean,
better. You
they-
pointed
right,
it
they
out.
know. Right?
They did accept your ride.
Yeah, they know.
Yeah.
So they accepted the fact that they have to get back to where they got to go.
Right.
And the technology will help them get them
Yeah,
there.
because
Yeah.
people want rides to different places, and it'll start working its way north or her way north.
Yeah. Well, I just felt like I said, I felt a little bad about it. Like, what happens if
Did you
this
tip
person?
extra?
Well, remember,
Save money for the company.
right? I don't want to bankrupt the company. I mean, we couldn't pay our phone bill.
And you didn't
for
tip-
crying out
and you
loud.
No. It has nothing to do with that. We
Is
didn't
John
see the
Ireland
phone
still
bill.
complaining about that?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I tipped. I tipped generously.
You know who complained the other night? And I was in studio. I was sitting here watching him do his show.
Who's that?
Andy Kamenetsky during Lakers Talk.
Oh.
Did a whole rant about, well, you need the new number. And I'm like, the lines are full. What's your problem? It's like, Morales is here. You need to fix that phone number. No, what we need is a new host for Lakers Talk. That's what we need.
Wow. Oh, wow. Andy got behind the mic and felt powerful, and then all of a sudden he got pushed down, huh?
Yeah.
You pushed him over.
No, he was like, oh, this is ridiculous. We've had the same phone number for 20 years. I'm like, okay.
The mic is a powerful tool. It is a powerful tool, the mic.
Nonsense.
Hey, one quick shout out because
listen, you could never you could get rid of phone numbers altogether for me at this place. I don't care. I don't want to hear one person call.
Exactly.
This kid don't want to take any calls.
Yeah.
You don't want anybody on the air.
Yeah.
But you mentioned at the top of at the bottom of the hour, I just want to send a shout out to a great listener, George, of ours, a gentleman by the name of Tommy Rodriguez.
Oh.
And Tommy Rodriguez walked up to me on Saturday morning. I must have smelled like a bottle of vodka because I'd partied on Friday night in Vegas.
Is it that potato vodka that Ireland likes?
The Blue Ice.
Yeah.
It could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been the Blue Ice.
Yeah.
And I partied on Friday night, and on Saturday morning I went to the gym up there at the Fontainebleau Hotel.
Work it all out.
And I was trying to sweat it out,
Yeah.
And then Tommy walks up to me and he goes, Hey man. He said, huge Sedano and Kap listener, glad to meet you, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to bother you. Don't bother me.
Yeah.
I'm in the gym in the Fontainebleau. I'm flattered, bro.
Yeah.
And we wound up having a whole conversation. He was going to see the Eagles Saturday night, as was I.
Yeah.
And Tommy, just a great listener to the show, George, and to the station. And so, Tommy, I'm sending some shout-outs to you, brother. Nice to meet you this
Shout
past
out
weekend.
to Tommy. I do have a question of this, and it didn't really dawn on me until you mentioned it now.
Yeah.
So you drink alcohol,
Mm-hmm.
you're dehydrated.
Correct.
And your thought process is to go and sweat out more and
Correct.
dehydrate yourself even further?
Yes, sir. That's right.
But you drink water, right?
Yeah. But that's but you.
What about
but you're on-
electrolytes?
No,
No, kid doesn't know about electrolytes.
No,
I've
kid
told him
don't have
several
any.
times
Yeah.
to keep the packets, and he won't
Right.
listen to me.
No, I don't have any. But you're exactly right. So you're dehydrated when you wake up the next morning from drinking alcohol.
Yeah.
And my first thought is, after a night of drinking, and I'm not a big drinker, but I was in Vegas, so I drank Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah.
My first thought is always an hour on an elliptical, a treadmill, a stationary bike,
Right.
you name it. As long as I can sweat for an hour, and I feel like I get all the alcohol out of me.
Yeah.
And now I'm ready to go on with my day.
What you should do is get the electrolytes in you, then you work out, and then you restart the process again.
Okay, not a terrible concept.
How
By
was
the
the
way,
weekend with Rachel's parents?
Oh, yeah.
You know what? It was they're very good traveling companions.
Oh, nice.
Because even though mom's 80 years old, got a couple of replaced hips, girl can go.
Okay.
She can go. She can walk all day long. She can go, and they are fast.
She's got bionic hips, like she's like an 80-year-old Shakira.
Hey, put it this way. We were having dinner on Saturday evening. This is before the Eagles concert.
Yeah.
And I'm in this restaurant, and there's three of us, me, Rachel's mom, and her dad. And they're like, where's Rachel? I'm like, oh, she's coming. She's always late. Okay. Me, I'm always on time.
Yeah.
And so her parents always on time, very prompt people.
Yeah.
And so it was actually quite nice. And I'll tell you something, man. They when we saw the Eagles a year ago in Vegas, she said to me, we have to bring my parents. I'm like, well, we kind of need to bring my parents too. She's like, yeah, well, we need to bring my parents. So we took her parents, and they had the freaking time of their life.
Well, a little easier to bring her parents, right? Because they're in the region.
They
so
are
there
here.
is that.
They were with us, yeah.
Did they bring up that you need to get a ring for her, or how'd that go?
Not really.
Wait, but not no is what you're saying.
No, I don't think there was any real conversation around the need to get married or put a ring on it in any way.
Good for you.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. We now have a house together, she and I.
Right.
So you guys tell
You're
me.
common law married, basically.
Right. I mean, we got a house. So,
Yeah.
I mean, do we need a ring? Do we need to get married?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I mean, I don't think so either. But
I really don't.
you're too old for that crap anyway.
I think, I'm not so sure I need to get married.
Now, I thought that's where you would actually have the objection, and all of a sudden you would think you need to get married because I said you'd be too old for that crap.
No, I kind of agree with you. I do.
How would your kids feel if you got remarried?
That's another good question. I don't think they'd be real excited about it. You know,
you get Justin and maybe Julia could be the ring boy and ring girl. You know?
And it's funny. It's so funny you ask me that because I have a friend of mine who got remarried, and this friend of mine he's about to turn 60, and his wife is like 30, maybe 35. And I remember when they were just really getting deep, his son came to me one time and said, hey, can I talk to you? And I said, yeah, talk to me. He goes, I'm really worried about this, my dad and this girl, and she's so much younger, and I kind of think this and that. And I'm like, hey, bro, let me ask you something. Do you want your dad to be happy? Yes, I do. Do you think he's happy? I think he is. Well, then you be happy for him.
Right.
But yet, when it's your own kid, I don't think they're happy for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you.
So while I was up in Vegas this weekend, and George, let me tell you something. On Saturday, Howie Deneroff took me to the Hall of Excellence there at the Fontainebleau.
The good Howard Arthur Deneroff.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah.
He is
the best. Arthur also?
He has not. I saw your picture you posted. That guy literally never changes.
He looks exactly the same.
I met that guy 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago, and he looked the same as he looks right now.
Right, looks exactly the same.
He's got that same hairstyle, same mustache, same glasses.
Right, same suit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. You get a chance to get up there, because I got a lot of listeners saying, hey, I'd never heard of this Hall of Excellence before.
It looked cool.
If you're a sports fan, you got to go in and see this, man. Yeah. I mean, it's something for everybody. From the night LeBron broke Kareem's record to this entire Kobe display, as Jim Gray talked to us about on Friday, his relationship with Kobe Bryant.
How good was Jim Gray, by the way?
Jim Gray was great.
You should go back and listen to it in the podcast if you missed it. It was
used
really
it on
good.
the Saturday special.
Yeah, it was very good.
People really liked Jim, and it was just a great interview. It was a great conversation.
Great job, Cappy.
And it was, hey, great job by you. And listen, the Hall of Excellence is, if you're a sports fan and you happen to go to, oh, wait, Chris, you'll love this. You ready for this? You know who I ran into in Vegas, unbeknownst to me that they were going to be in Vegas, but
Dave
they were
Roberts?
listening on the radio? No.
Oh.
JT the Brick?
No. Although I never connected with JT the Brick. I'll see him on Radio Row. The Benson crime family.
Oh,
Christopher.
really? What were they up to?
They just got in their car and they drove to Vegas and they said, hey, we heard that you were up here, and they wound up joining me at the Hall of Excellence on Saturday, and they were blown away. So it was a very cool weekend. Now, George, listen.
You guys all get together and party, you know?
Not quite.
Oh.
No, I mean, we did Saturday afternoon, but then, it was like, no, not the party I was looking for, to be honest with you. Not the party I was looking for.
You're a strange bird, man.
Hey, listen, just one other side
Listen,
note.
I think they're into it.
I don't
Oh,
know.
no, I believe it.
I've kind of felt out the whole thing, and I don't know. I'm not so sure. Here's one side note for anybody that's ever going to go visit the Sphere, George. I've now been to the Sphere 3 times.
Yeah,
the first
that's
time
awesome.
First time I sat on the Sphere, front row, off the floor.
Yeah, so I've only sat in one section because this was the area I was told to sit in.
Yeah, which was
200 level.
Okay, so this is what I was going to say. So the first time I ever was there, I was in the really down close, and I was very close to the band, and I got to see U2 perform, which was great. But I'm not so sure I got the whole visuals.
Right, because you literally are looking. You got to look up a lot, actually.
Right.
You know?
The next time I went, I was on the suite level, which I would guess is probably the 200 level, which was awesome. It had all the hospitality, and that was very bougie, and it was awesome. This is the first time I've sat in the 300 level.
So a little higher.
A little bit higher. And I'll just tell you this. While you're not as close to the band, you're much more immersed in the visuals of the show.
Correct. 200 and 300 to me are the best ones because of that.
Absolutely. So people have asked me, they're like, well, you've been to the Sphere. Where's the best place to sit? For me, the best place to sit would
the
be
middle.
Exactly right. Yeah. This was the 50-yard line, and even though you weren't super close to the band, the music was great. The video, they showed you who was singing and who was playing guitar, and then the show itself, the actual visuals of the show that make it so much different than just seeing a band in concert, amazing. And our boy, let me tell you something, Deacon Fry, guys, Deacon's lost a bunch of weight. He cut his hair. He
lost a bunch of weight. He looked fine to me earlier.
Oh, no.
He was fine.
He went on a diet, and he lost himself a whole bunch of weight. Oh. He looked so good and sounded so good. And the band and the crowd reacts because they know it's, hey, he's the next generation to keep these songs going. You realize that band, the Eagles, has been performing since it's 53 years that they've been together. 53 years. My whole life.
It's almost like, Papi Hernandez over there at the Crazy Hernandez Brothers.
I thought you were going to say Mason and Ireland.
57 years for, Papi Hernandez over there at the Crazy Hernandez
the
Brothers.
Italian Stallion got the hardwood.
I saw that.
Saw the pictures.
Yeah. Anyway,
really
go ahead.
Good.
53 years. Go ahead.
So just amazing. The band is incredible. They sound amazing. And it was funny because they mentioned that Joe Walsh had been battling, I think, maybe COVID, because they mentioned COVID and the flu.
Yeah, well, everybody's getting sick, man. Everybody's sick. I had 2 kids that couldn't play basketball this weekend because they had the flu or whatever. I mean, it's pretty nasty, man. People are getting sick everywhere.
But I'll tell you, Joe Walsh came out for a few songs, and he really toughed it out. So at 80 years old, still out there putting on that kind of a show. Now, listen, I'm talking a lot about Vegas and what happened over the weekend. I would actually like to hear from you, George, because you got to stay home this weekend for the first time in weeks. And I did a lot of film study on your basketball team and how they were setting screens. Yeah. And one kid made his first basket. I mean, I watched all the videos. Let me hear.
So so Saturday, I mean, first of all, it was a beautiful weekend in Southern California. Okay. Honestly, this is what it's funny. Like I was at Mateo's soccer game on Saturday morning. It was early. It was like 8:45, 9 o'clock. And one of my buddies, whose son has played on a bunch of different teams with Mateo, they're on a different soccer team. And he comes up, he's like, "Hey, what's up, man?" He's like, "Man, what a day, huh?" And I'm like, "Yeah, this is what you pay for." He goes, "Thanks for reminding me," is what he said to me. Like the taxes, you know. Like,
yeah, right. Hey, listen, it's worth it.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I don't care. I get perfect weather every day. In February, it's 70 degrees. People are freezing their ass off. Degrees. Sorry, I was just in Siberia, a.k.a. Cleveland, last week. All right, it was freezing there. So anyway, so we had soccer. Then I took Mateo's buddies, a couple of kids who wanted to get a little baseball work in. So went 90 minutes of baseball. Okay, 90 minutes of baseball, just me pitching to them, hitting to them in the field, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And, a couple kids that just wanted to work with Mateo. So did that, took those same kids at the same park to go play tennis because they wanted to learn to play tennis. Mateo wanted to learn to play tennis. So, just a little hitting drills, things like that. That's where I ran into some of the listeners of the show who play regularly at this tennis club. It's not a club, it's a park, but they have you have to pay. You're either a member or non-member. I mean, it's like $13 an hour for a non-member, so it was great. Super cheap. But they were playing like hardcore tennis. Like I made the boys watch them for a little while. And these are like young people, older people, like they were hitting it, man. They were getting into it. It was pretty fun to watch them play for a little bit. But they are big Sedano and Kap listeners. And then, Sunday we had basketball. So we were down a few kids because people are sick. So we had to play, just the kid, only the kids we had. We played 2 half courts. It's 3-on-3. Usually we have a couple of subs, but we didn't have subs because we were out. So most of these kids had to play. We had one side we had 4, and the other side we had 3. So like Mateo's side, they had to play the whole game. No subs. But yeah, it was great because, you've done this. You've coached youth sports. So man,
I miss it so bad.
To me, teaching these kids now, our kids, they've been playing together for the most part. Most of these kids playing basketball together or some other sport, but basketball in this case. Since they were 4, they're all going to be either 7 already or going to be 7. So I've known these kids and their parents for a while. And in the summertime, we played their age group, the first grade group, and it wasn't very competitive just because these kids have played a lot, all right? And most kids in first grade, they're getting their first real run at basketball. So the parents were like, going into the winter league, they were like, can we play up? And then would you coach? And I said, okay. I go, let me kind of investigate. So I talked to the league. I said, hey, I've got these kids. They all go to the same school. They've played together in your league for several years. We want to play up if that's cool. Especially if we could just keep them together. And, they're all first graders. They'd be playing in the second grade group. So the league said, sure, we got it. No problem. Are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, want to do it. So I told the parents, all right, they're good. But here's the thing. Obviously, we need them to have fun and learn to play the game, but I'm going to need 3 practices before the season starts. Okay? I'm going to need 3 practices on a Saturday.
What day of the week? That'd be Saturday practice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I did an hour of drills with them 3 different times, and not all the kids were able to make it all 3 times, but most of them did.
I bench those kids. Those kids don't play for me if they don't show up for practice.
There's no benching of 7-year-olds.
You don't show up for practice, you don't play, kid. I don't care if you're 7.
No 7-year-old benchings.
All right.
I don't believe in that. Everybody plays, okay?
Sure.
And everybody gets
Tommy,
better.
Sit down. Sit down, Tommy.
Everybody gets better. So the 3 practices worked. So we hit the ground running. We played a great team the first week. I mean, they were bigger, stronger, more skilled than us. We hung right there with them. And then every other week, we had a good run of really looking good. We've had really competitive games the last couple weeks, also excellent teams. But yeah, the division was much more competitive because we're the smaller team. So I taught them during those practices and week by week, because we get 30 minutes of practice before our games. I taught them how to play defense, how to set screens, because kids at that age don't know. By the way, the Lakers head coach might have tipped me off to that age group, and maybe learning to set screens would be important.
Well, maybe he should do that for the Lakers.
He does do a nice pick and roll job with Luca. I don't know if you've noticed it.
No, but I mean, how about defensively? I mean, what's the issue?
Well, I mean, it is what it is.
Treat them like they're little children.
It's only a roster. The roster is what the roster is.
I mean, hey, you're making it work with a lesser team. So, maybe JJ should make it work with a lesser team.
Not a lesser team at all. Great team, great kids. Super proud of them because they've all learned how to do the things I taught them, which is play hard, play defense, set screens, rebound the ball, chase all those rebounds, and take the best shot you got. If you're open, shoot it. And if you got the ball and there's 2 on you, what do, Cappy? You pass
the ball.
There you go.
That's right.
2 on you,
I'm
you
coachable.
pass.
Right.
2
hey,
on
by
you,
the way,
what do?
I don't know what the one kid's name was, but the one kid who set the screen, I'm not joking around here when I tell you.
Who set the screen for Mateo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the kid's name was.
His name is Henner.
Okay.
I'm sorry, no, not Henner. Henson,
okay.
Yeah.
This kid is 7 years old, and I saw the video, and he comes up, and I'm like,
he set a great screen.
Great screen.
Yeah.
He had his hands.
This kid was
down.
bigger than Mateo. He set the screen on, and he put it right on him. Yeah.
Oh, I loved it.
Yeah.
I do. I love it. I love watching.
So,
right,
and he freed up Mateo for a nice shot. Mateo missed, but they were able to get the rebound and get the ball back in. So anyway, and then, I got a couple of other kids. Like I got this one kid named Carson, adorable kid. I've known the family for a number of years. Kid started the season in a cast with a broken arm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could not play the first 6-7 weeks of the season.
He's off the injured list now?
But he would show up to the practices, and he would participate when he could. He would show up to support the team even when he couldn't play.
That's nice.
And then the last 3 weeks, he's been able to play, starting to make shots. He's getting rebounds. Made a shot
Carson.
yesterday. And then my guy, Dax Green, whose dad, Cam Green, played college volleyball with our buddy Geeter. Okay,
good names, Cam and Dex. Good names.
Yeah, so Cam played college volleyball. He was roommates with Geeter.
Okay. Whoa.
Yeah. So they go way back. Dax Green and Mateo play all the time together. And Dax, has had to learn to play hoops. Volleyball's more of his natural sport. Made his first basket of the season, game number 9, dude.
Nice.
That kid was jumping up and down. He was getting high fives from everybody. It was awesome. So that's the thing. Like, you have kids at different skill levels. You got the one kid, Henson, who can set hard-ass screens and can play, knows how to play super-duper well. He's a great athlete. And you got the other kid, one kid who is a good player too, right? But he's had a broken arm. He's getting in there finally. And then the one kid who's learning to play the game finally hits a shot. All that stuff is awesome when you're coaching youth sports because you have all the different levels and all the kids, you see them getting better and having fun doing it. It's awesome.
Brother, let me tell you something right now because people say this all the time. Hey, enjoy it while it lasts because before you know it, it's gone.
It's true.
And let me tell you something.
Bobby and I were just talking about it when he was in here because we were talking about that.
Let me tell you something right now. I've said it before. I'll continue to say it. Everything you're talking about, I miss it desperately. My daughter this weekend, when she and I were on the phone, she was, Dad, how's Vegas? I go, it's great. She was, man, I really miss those days. Anybody who's ever coached or just been involved with their kids' youth sports, we used to play ECNL soccer. Our regular season games were L.A., Las Vegas, and Phoenix. These were the regular season games we schlepped all over the place for. And my daughter, who's 23, goes, Dad, I miss those days so much. So do I. And moms and dads out there, everything that we're going to live with you, George, over these next few years, Little League and All-Stars and basketball, and then before you know it, your kid's in high school, and then they're playing varsity sports, and then it's over.
Yep.
For most people.
Yeah.
And people say, enjoy it while it lasts.
It's over for 95% of people at that point.
They go, enjoy it while it lasts because it's over before you know it. And you're like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm enjoying it. It's great. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a war here.
No, I'm enjoying it.
I got 4 kids.
I am literally flying back across the country
you should
to be there to coach those games.
Absolutely, because I'm telling you right now, as much as I heard people say, enjoy it while it lasts because it won't last that long, and I was like, yeah, whatever you say, boom, gone. All of a sudden, everybody's gone.
By the way, Cam Green, who's my assistant coach on the team,
Dax's kid.
Yeah.
Dax's dad.
Yeah, and he just said, 2 on you.
Yeah.
Cappy,
pass the ball,
Cappy,
Cam.
Cappy, no, he knows. You can play on our team too now, Cappy.
I would love to.
Because
when
I say to the kids, 2 on you, what do? They say
pass that ball.
They say pass. Exactly.
Pass that ball. Now, hold on a second.
Yeah.
You're talking about this great weekend of youth sports, and you've been on the road for a couple of weeks.
I got a nice little tan, too.
Right. I know. You look very nice.
Yeah.
So you've been gone for a lot of weeks of traveling. You come home, you get to enjoy youth sports. For you, this weekend of in between championship weekend and Super Bowl weekend, you get a chance to be at home. That's beautiful. For me, I got a chance to take Rachel,
not for long.
her
I'm heading to San Antonio to do OKC San Antonio on Wednesdays.
I got it. But that's my point is that you had to you got to take advantage of this period of time.
Yeah.
For me,
by the way, off for the you'd love this league. Bye week for the Super Bowl.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So I take Rachel, her parents. That's a nice thing for me.
Yeah.
Great. Chrissy, let me focus on you for a second here.
Well, actually, let's tease that because we got the Lindsay segment, and we like to keep Lindsay's segment integrity.
Yeah,
I understand.
So we'll
Lindsay
do that
segment integrity,
in about
Cappy.
10, 15 minutes. But first.
But I do want to hear about Yali Crew.
I will.
Okay.
So, Sedano, why don't you do those 2 liners that I sent you?
3-2.
Now, here's the thing.
3, 2, 1.
Before you yell, when it says we are back, there's different additions. So just keep that same intensity.
Okay, got it. Ready?
3-2.
3-2. Hey, guys, it's Sedano, the only sports radio morning show in L.A. talking about our teams. The all-new Sedano and Kap Morning Show, live and local at 7 a.m. We're back tomorrow morning. We are back. Monday morning, we are back. This morning on L.A.'s mega sports station, ESPN L.A.
Nicely done. Number 2.
Is that for me?
Yeah.
Oh. 3-2. Hey, guys, it's Sedano. We apologize for Cappy. Don't miss what he'll say next, though, on the all-new Sedano and Kap Morning Show, L.A. Sports Talk, and fun and frivolity, and Cappy being Cappy. Weekdays at 7 a.m. on L.A.'s mega sports station, ESPN L.A.
Nicely done. Nicely done. Cappy, I emailed you a
That was
liner.
really good. Yeah.
You can record it at home later and just email it to me. Yeah.
What?
Unless you want to do it right now.
I want to do mine.
All right,
I want George's feedback on mine. I told him how great his was.
All right, go ahead.
All right, George, check this out. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. This is my first read. Here we go. Hey, everybody, it's Cappy, the only sports radio morning show in L.A. talking about our teams, the all-new Sedano and Kap Morning Show, live and local at 7 a.m. We are back tomorrow morning. We are back Monday morning. We are back this morning on L.A.'s mega sports station, ESPN L.A.
So here's the problem.
Yeah, I kind of got it as I read it the first time.
Yeah,
now I think I got the problem.
I tried to warn everybody that was how it was written.
Oh, thank you. Here goes.
We're
Ready?
not piecing. We're not running one liner that says all that.
Okay, here, 3, 2, 1. You ready for this?
Yeah.
3, 2. We are back tomorrow morning. We are back Monday morning. We are back this morning.
Yeah, redo that this morning. It was weird.
Yeah, you don't like that one, huh?
Cappy.
Yeah.
You're usually a one-take Cappy.
I know, and I didn't read it before I read
right.
it.
You got it. You got it. Well, he warned us, though.
I know he did. I didn't listen. We are back this morning.
All right, that's fine.
Even that one wasn't so great.
Yeah, that's fine.
3, 2.
No, we're fine.
3, 2.
By the way, want to see the big game in shared reality at Cosm? ESPNLA.com is your way in. Enter now for your chance to win a pair of Dome Reserve tickets with a premium food and beverage package included. Hey, enter at ESPNLA.com only with ESPNLA. What does that mean? Enter at ESPNLA.com, ... only with ESPNLA. Jeez.
I think it means.
who wrote that?
I think is what it means.
I don't know.
You
60 seconds.
Are you going to throw something?
No. 60 seconds, the Lindsay segment next on ESPNLA.
This is the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. All gas, all Lakers.
The Grammy road trip keeps rolling for its 8th and final stop as the Lake Show hits Brooklyn tomorrow at Barclays.
Back to Marcus Smart. Alley-oop LeBron. Reverse dunk over his head. And the Lakers putting on a show.
Your Los Angeles Lakers come face-to-face with the Brooklyn Nets. Coverage begins tomorrow at 3 p.m.
The Lake Show lives here. 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Potato. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show, presented by Call Jacob and Jacob Emrani.
The new phone number, 800-345-6789.
My guy, your guy, Cappy's guy, the great Jacob Emrani.
800-345-6789. With a new phone number, 800-345-6789.
Ah, there it is. 9:34, good morning. The Prize Picks Power Hour, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Time for the Lindsay segment. We like to play a TV theme. This is the theme song to Charlie's Angels because today is the great Farrah Fawcett's birthday. We lost her back in 2009. Of course, the legendary poster that I think every Cappy probably had. You had it on your room, right?
For
on your
sure.
wall?
Oh, absolutely. I would love to. Hey, Linz, if I could still get another copy of it, I would. By the way, what else happened on the day that Farrah Fawcett died?
I don't know.
No,
Didn't Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson died.
Michael Jackson died the same day.
Meanwhile, Time for the Lindsay Survey. You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball. Made possible by our friends at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal, no gimmicks. Call 866-624-FLOOR or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. By the way, before I get into my other planned questions, I meant to ask you guys, did you see the boxing match over the weekend where the guy literally got his hair knocked off?
Yeah. I don't know who that guy was, but it was awesome.
Okay, he tried to say the reason why he just lost all his hair was because he washed his hair with a bottle of bleach that he saw on his mom's table. Why would you do that?
Mistakenly?
Yeah. He was like, I saw a bottle of like the shampoo and bleach and ammonia, and I used that, and now my hair's gone, so I just got this toupee 2 days ago. Like, he's trying to,
I don't know, but why would you wear a toupee in a professional boxing match? And he got popped a couple of times, and that toupee went flying off.
And then someone found it, afterwards.
Yeah. And he won the fight, too, didn't he?
He did. He won. Yeah.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
He lost his dignity, though, big time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so earlier, guys, we're talking about, Ubers and whether it's, polite or not to not talk to your driver. So my questions today are all about etiquette. And one of them is, if you are giving your Uber driver cues that you do not want to have a conversation, like you're just like, yeah, just brushing them off, whatever, and they keep wanting to talk to you, do you guys think it's rude to just kind of, not talk to them? Or do you think that it's rude of them to, not take your cues?
So I think the move there is just go, hey, do you mind if I make a quick phone call? And then you start talking to somebody, and then they can't talk to you. But you're actually having a conversation you want to engage in at that particular moment.
Or text your homie, be like, hey, dude, give me a call. Call me quick.
Yeah.
And then
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I don't like the way you phrased it, though, George. Hey, do you mind if I make a phone call?
I always ask like that.
I say it more like this. Please excuse me. I need to take this call.
I like that, Cappy.
Yeah, well, do you
They're
mind?
very diplomatic.
Do I have to give you you got to give me permission
it's
to take
their car.
Call? Yeah,
that's
it's their car, but you're paying them.
Right. It's like a weird, tricky thing, right? It's not a taxi cab, so it's a little different, isn't it?
I don't know. I always say it that way.
Okay. So other question here. Do you guys think that it's rude when you're at a party or a gathering or whatever, and one of your friends pulls an Irish goodbye? Are any of you guys actually offended by that?
I'm not, because I'm the Irish goodbye guy.
Yeah, I'm not offended by it, but I try to at least let somebody know I left.
Oh, no,
I for safety purposes.
So, I Irish goodbye Stephanie and I, Scott McCarthy's holiday party. And I figured he was already in the bag. Mm-hmm. But you guys remember Scott McCarthy.
Yeah, of course.
And then he sent me a text. Hey, did you leave? I said, yeah. So then I played the sobriety card. I got, all the booze was kind of getting me down, but we'll talk Monday.
Mm-hmm.
But I did Irish goodbye because I figured, let's get out of here.
Yeah.
Wait.
But you should at least say bye to the host.
I didn't.
Yeah, no, that's. I think that's fair to say goodbye to the host. Here's the reason why I Irish goodbye. And I'm an Irish goodbye guy everywhere. I could be at a bar with a group of people. I could be at a restaurant, party. I Irish goodbye, and the reason is because I don't like being guilted into this. I hate the guy who does this.
Yeah, but why be guilted? Just be like, no, I gotta go.
No, but you know how
you
like
can't
there's
just
always
be firm with people.
But you know how there's always that one guy like, where are you going, man? Come on, I can't believe you're leaving. Come on, bro, really?
Yeah.
I don't even want to deal with that guy.
Yeah, I got no problem.
But here's the problem, Cappy.
Sorry, bro, gotta
you don't just Irish goodbye. Cappy likes to tell you he'll be right back.
Yeah.
And then he leaves, which to me just leaves.
True.
Yeah,
you're just lying.
He'll come up to me and be like, "Hey, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Got to go to the bathroom." I'm like, "Okay."
Yeah, why do you lie though?
Because I don't want to deal with the goodbye.
Just leave then.
Just
sad.
leave.
I get
That's
sad
not
at
even
goodbyes.
an Irish goodbye.
No, it's a lie goodbye.
Mason's a big Irish goodbye too. He's a big Irish goodbye guy too.
Yeah.
The worst is though when you're at a party and you go say goodbye to one person, then it turns into saying bye to 50 people when you just wanted to say goodbye to the one person that was having the party.
Yeah, it's fine.
And then you're like, oh my god, I just want to leave. Puts you in a bad mood, right?
Not me. I'm just good. All right, we're getting out of here.
I just leave. I just bounce.
Okay.
I gotta go.
I'm Team Cappy on this one for sure. I'm an Irish goodbyer to the fullest. All right. So since you guys are all men and get your haircuts by barbers, I think, right? Do you guys all go to the barber?
I go to RC's, in Paramount.
Okay, because I know some guys go to salons now, but so one of these stories.
RC is back, by the way. We should take Cappy soon.
Oh yeah,
that he is back. Is that right?
Yeah.
After the car drove through his window.
Better than ever. Better than ever now. Place is really nice again. Not that it wasn't nice before, but you got a chance to spruce it up a little bit.
I would like to go.
We'll take me, you, and Beto. We'll go.
Eastside Cappy, right?
It is Eastside Cappy.
There we go.
I mean, Cappy. I don't think Cappy's been that far east.
I don't think I've been to Paramount. No, I don't think I've been to Paramount.
What do you think if Cappy goes to Paramount?
He's going to be paranoid, man. Paranoid and Paramount.
No. I got Beto. I'm good with Beto. And George is a karate man. Are you kidding me?
We're good.
So if you guys go to a barber, especially one that you like and have been going to for a long time, let's say you're growing your hair out and you give your barber very specific instructions. Like, I'm growing my hair out, I just need a little trim.
Yeah.
And they completely cut it super short. I know this happens with women all the time. It happens with me, all my friends. Oh, they cut it too short. But with guys, it's different because I feel like, your
It'll
hair
grow out pretty quick.
Right.
Yeah.
So what would you do in that situation if, like, your favorite barber just totally butchered your hair and you hated it? Would you do anything?
I mean, it's very. I don't recall that ever really happening to me, like where I've been like, oh my God, what a disaster. Because usually it's me suggesting, like, hey, go a little shorter, go a little longer. And if it's not what I wanted, I've already explained to him what it was. And, like, that's on me more than anything else. So I've never really had that where I've been like, oh my God, that guy or that lady, that person cut my hair really terribly.
Lindsay, to answer your question, it has happened to me. And your question was, what do you do? Well, there's really not much you can do when they've cut your hair too short.
Well, I mean, like, do you go back to them? Do you say something? Do you not tip them?
But a guy going shorter is fine. Like, that'll grow out quick.
Well, the other part of it is this. I just wear a hat. I'm going to wear a hat all the time. And it's going to take me about 2 weeks. And then I'm like, okay, my hair is finally back.
Yeah. Would you go back to the same guy, though?
Yeah, I've been going to the same lady for a really long time. And
will your lady get jealous if we take you to Paramount?
I'm not going to tell her.
That's
I don't want to tell her that.
Yeah, she would know.
Won't she know the pacing?
You want to know what she's going to do? You know what'll happen when I show up to her place?
She definitely will know.
You know what
she'll
do
like,
to me?
Who did this?
Right, and then you know what she'll say to me? Grab the broom and clean up. Like, she has made me broom her like haircut place.
It's, my God.
She's like,
what is she like?
Yeah, but he's
what's
into
going
it.
on here?
He's into it. Yeah,
she broom. She's like, clean it up.
Mommy,
She's like, clean up the hair. You clean up all that hair off the floor. You're a bad boy.
You'll come back from Paramount with like an eye tattoo.
What is she like? What is she like? The Mr. Miyagi of hairdressers? Like she's making you do chores?
She's tough, man. She's tough.
Just tell her you paint the fence, Daniel-san.
Oh, he'll paint the fence. Just tell her you got jumped in Paramount.
Better not come back with an eye tattoo.
Oh my
God. I get freaked out by people with
By the
face
way, they've also got the across El Peri right across the street from RC's.
Place, right?
Yeah, that Mexican sushi. It's delicious.
You think his stomach can handle Mexican sushi?
Wait, you're taking me to El Peri? I thought we were going for pedicures. What are you talking about here?
El Peri sushi is really good.
I'll go for El Peri sushi.
It's like what do they call those? Not like. It's a restaurant, but they've got like an extra kitchen that they do the sushi at. Ghost Kitchen, yes.
Ghost Kitchen.
Yeah.
All right, there you go.
Yeah.
Boo.
Okay, Cappy.
Anything else, Linz?
Yeah, another one I have this is from like the Miss Manners column, which I guess it's in a lot of newspapers, similar to Dear Abby.
Yeah.
Okay, so this one's about flight etiquette, not when it comes to reclining your seat, but what about the window shade? Like, what if you are sitting in a window seat?
Oh, I'm a big window shade guy. If they turn, go ahead, finish the question because I've got a lot of thoughts on this.
If you are sitting at the window and you have it open, whether it's tiny bit, halfway, all the way, and somebody next to you asks you to close the window shade, but you have your specific reasoning for wanting it open, like, hey, this is scenic, I want to see it, or this is my first time flying, I want to look at the clouds. Whatever your reasoning may be, you want it open. What do you do? Like, do you have the right to say, no, man, I'm keeping it open?
So they do have the right. What I would say is this, there is a level of etiquette on this. Clearly, night flights don't matter because you're not seeing anything. It's dark. But this is only for daytime flights. So most recently for me, I was in like a small plane going to, it was Vegas when I went for the NBA Cup, right? So they got like the small planes of like one seat on one row and then two on the other side. And I was on the one seat side, okay? And I was watching my phone. It was, the whole cabin was lit. So it wasn't like it was open just me. Everybody had it open. It was like middle of the it was like an 11 a.m. flight. So it was like almost midday already. And I was on my phone, but I didn't realize the sun was reflecting off my phone and hitting this poor guy right in the eye, like behind me, like adjacent to me. And the guy says to me, he just taps me on the shoulder, and I had my AirPods on, so I couldn't hear him, right? So he taps me, he's like, hey, do you mind closing the shade? It's reflective of your phone. It's just like blinding me. And I'm like, oh man, of course, no problem. So I lowered it, no big deal. But here's what I would say. If you take an early morning flight and A lot of people want to sleep on those 6 a.m. flights, dude. And you're the one person keeping the shade open, you're a jerk face. Okay? Because it's clear the lights are off in the cabin. Everybody else got their shades. You're the one person. That's why you got a light above you if you need to read something.
But like
The
they'll
lights
say,
can't even be worse, though.
but they'll say,
No, the
"Oh,
light is not worse.
I want to see how pretty it is," and I just look at them.
The light is not worse. The light is directed straight onto your seat. Yeah. It's very rare that it goes anywhere else. Yes, it is their choice, but that person is a jerk for being because everybody else wants to sleep, clearly.
But the person who takes the window seat is very much in control.
Correct.
It is their.
And what if they pay for it and they wanted to sit in that window seat, right?
Correct.
And they're usually the person that has the better bladder and says, "Hey, I'm going to sit here the whole time.
I'm an aisle guy.
I'm not getting out.
I'm an
not
aisle
gonna
guy.
I can do window because I can pee before I get on the plane.
You have to be an aisle guy.
Well, for me, I do have to be an aisle guy. And let me tell you guys something really quick. Yesterday, I'm in the Vegas airport, and we're hungover, and we sit down at a restaurant, and I get a chorizo burrito.
Oh.
Why? Why would you do that?
Why wouldn't you just get like egg whites and like toast?
Because it was one of those things.
But it's
where
an
it was
hour
like,
flight. Why not just not eat?
Well, let me tell you something.
Because you were that like nauseous.
Did you scrape on a plane? You
I
scraped
got
on
on
the
that
plane.
I got on that plane, and I thought to myself,
Have
we
you
could
ever
have
scraped
trouble.
on a plane?
I've one time.
Oh,
not long ago. Not long ago.
And you don't mean not long ago as in this weekend.
No, I mean like it's been within the last, call it year. It was like my first scrape ever on a plane.
Wow.
First ever scrape on a plane.
that's
I was
tough.
very close yesterday to losing my chorizo, okay, on this plane, on this flight. Now, one thing they say is, especially when you're leaving someplace like Phoenix or Vegas, hey, everybody, if you don't mind, while we're sitting here, if you could put the shades down to keep the plane cool.
Right, because it's hot.
Anybody who doesn't put the shade down at that point, you're a jerk. Okay, and here's one other thing. You should, in my opinion, turn the shades up when landing. You ever been on a flight where it's bumpy and you want to see what's going on outside just to know?
I don't mind that. Like, I'm fine with that. Yeah, sure.
But when you're landing, I'm of the opinion that the window seat person should open the shade so that we can look out of the shade while landing.
Just to make sure everything's okay.
You know, I just want to know when I'm going to hit the ground.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think you know. You could feel it, can't you?
No, but have you ever like been sleeping and all of a sudden you land and you're like, what the hell? You ever had that?
What is
Well, usually they'll tell you ahead of time, hey, 20 minutes till we land.
They usually wake you up to make sure you're strapped in.
Yeah.
Well, I sleep pretty good. I'm a good plane sleeper.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't sleep yesterday because I was worried about the
Thankfully,
scrape.
you're not a plane scraper because of that chorizo.
Right.
It's always been my biggest fear. Luckily, I've never had to.
Yeah, like why go so hardcore if you weren't feeling well already?
Well, I only had a half. And that half almost exploded.
Yeah. I bet.
You know.
All right, that was the Lindsay segment.
Nice
Each
job,
weekday
Linz.
at 9:30 a.m., we'll take a 60-second timeout. And let me remind you, the Sedano and Kap Morning Show made possible by the official personal injury attorney of our show, the great Jacob Emrani, the law offices of Jacob Emrani. Call jacob.com or that number, 800-345-6789. We're back in 60 seconds from right now.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show. Mason and Ireland, the OGs of LA sports talk.
I trained my chat GPT to address me as Mace, M-A-S-E, Mace.
Okay.
When I put a message, please refer to me as Mace.
You're good enough. You're strong enough.
Yeah.
And gosh darn it,
people like me.
People like you.
Mason and Ireland, weekdays at noon on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
Dog. Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel is giving away a Mercedes every Thursday in February. Club Serrano members play all month long to earn entries for your chance to win this powerful and luxurious full-size German SUV. Join for free today and don't miss your opportunity to drive off in a brand new Mercedes. It's all happening at Yamava Resort and Casino at San Manuel, celebrating its 40th anniversary. You in? Details at yamava.com. Must be 21 to enter. Please gamble responsibly.
The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on the road to the Lombardi Trophy. Powered by Yamava Resort and Casino. You in?
$9:49. The Sedano and Kap Morning Show on a Monday. ESPN LA and Hendricks Gin are taking over Rock and Brews El Segundo this Thursday, February 5th for the Super Week Trade Deadline Party. Join Mason, Andy Kamenetsky, with special guest O'Shea Jackson Jr. followed by DeMarco and Travis. I'll be there. Bergie will be there. We're going to broadcast live from noon to 5:30 p.m. Become an NBA Ginsider. Follow every Lakers move live and win Lakers tickets. It's all happening this Thursday at Rocket Brews in El Segundo. Thanks to Hendrick's Gin, the official gin partner of the Los Angeles Rams. We'll see you there Thursday. Cappy, I mentioned the Yachtly Crew. This is our friends Yachtly Crew performing off their album Seize the Night. Get it? Seize, S-E-A-S. Seize the Night.
George talked about coaching this weekend and being home and enjoying this great Southern California weather after being on the road in all the cold places. I talked about being in Vegas, seeing our friend Deacon Fry and the Eagles perform on Saturday night, the incredible Hall of Excellence at the Fontainebleau. But, Chris, I saw a lot of your social media this weekend out at Fantasy Springs, right? And I saw the Yachtly Crew stuff. It looked great.
No, so I talked about it last week, actually. Philly Ocean, who we've had in studio many times, the lead singer of Yachtly Crew, had to step away from the band over the last year. In fact, he got sick a year ago. His Fantasy Springs concert a year ago was the last time he sang with the group, and Stephanie and her family were there for the concert. I couldn't make it because that's when I was in really bad shape a few days before the hospital visit. By the way, we are coming up on 1 year on that tomorrow, which I'll mention plenty of times.
Tomorrow's the day? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But Philly has had throat issues, and it's not his vocal cords. It's a muscle issue that he hasn't been able to recover. So they had somebody filling in, and I saw them in December at Peacock. And again, I care a lot about the band. They've all become friends of ours. They're great, very supportive of us. We're supportive of them. I was really sad in December because it just wasn't the same. Well, Philly Ocean officially stepped away from the group. He made the announcement, and I mentioned that on social media of how much Yachtly Crew has been part of not just what we do here at ESPN LA, but also Stephanie and I's relationship. Anyway, Friday night, I got to see their new lead singer, Captain Ian, they call him, and he was phenomenal. And I meant to text you during the show, Cappy, and I didn't, and say, this is like the old Yachtly Crew. It was amazing. They tore it apart. What a great concert Friday night at Fantasy Springs. Fantasy Springs is a great venue, too, to see a concert. But it was a lot of fun. They're going to be doing a show in Cerritos, which I think you and I are going to bring them on stage.
Okay, great.
And then in Burbank, they'll be, I just said in April. I thought I said that.
Oh,
Maybe I
don't think so.
Okay. In April, they'll be doing that. And then this summer, they'll be back in Burbank at the Starlight Theater. They've got like 80 dates already booked for 2026. So we'll bring them on stage in April, hopefully at Cerritos, the Performing Arts Center there. But yeah, Yachtly Crew's great, and Captain Ian taking over for Philly Ocean. It was a great night. Great night.
I actually really liked your post this weekend, just about how much the band meant to you and about feeling bad for Philly and just everything else. It was great. I followed, it was amazing. Everybody it seemed was very active. Although, Bergie, I must tell you.
Yeah.
I was really excited about your trip to Mammoth this past weekend.
And there was only one post.
And I saw nothing. I'm like, where's Bergie? I want to see him snowboarding. I want to see him in all his getup. I mean, I got nothing from you.
I probably should do better with that. I was just enjoying the snow and having a good time snowboarding.
Live your
I don't
life.
really
Live your life. It's okay, Greg.
I don't post too much to Instagram. I probably should do more.
It's okay. We're having a good time. You're having too much fun to post. So there
hey,
you
good
go.
for you, man. But I mean, listen, again, when you have this sort of experiential kind of stuff, I mean, I knew everybody was scattering this weekend. George was coaching, Coach George over here. Bergie was snowboarding. Chrissy was going out to Fantasy Springs to do his thing. Lindsay was probably hanging with Chewy and watching documentaries. I mean, Briones has got a wife and kids, and he got little ones. And I was out playing the old man game out in Vegas. I posted more this weekend than I posted in the last 6 months.
By the way, you know what I do want to do? I want to start watching A Night of the Seven Kingdoms.
Oh, I'm caught up.
I heard show 3 is really good.
It was really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. The show is it's on HBO. Game of Thrones.
No, but that's the Game of Thrones prequel?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
so
it's a little
good?
bit. It's in
It's
between.
actually in between House of the Dragon and Game of Thrones.
And it's much, much lighter. So I brought up with Evan. He was like, no, that was thank you for.
Well, he doesn't watch stuff like that.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Yeah,
He'd rather be on the trade machine.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But it's much lighter and it has. If you watch the very first scene, you'll see what the tone is right away.
By the way, Cappy, you think I like basketball? I get annoyed by Evan asking questions. I'm like, all right, enough, bro. I got no time for this.
Yeah, you mentioned earlier with Bobby Marks that Evan asked the same question 3 times over, and I'm like, what question was it?
Well, it wasn't him. It was all 3 of the hosts. It was him, Michelle, and Courtney Cronin who was in there. They asked, and Bobby laughed because it was true. And I gave Evan crap about it. I'm like, you guys are literally asking him the same question about Giannis staying. And he's like, no, but that's what people want to talk about. I'm like, but not the same variation of the same question. It's a good question once, not 3 times.
Well, that's when you need Sean McVay. That's when Sean McVay says famously, he says, hey, listen.
What the hell kind of question is that?
Yeah.
Right.
And then he finally asked the question, where do you think he'll go if they go somewhere? And then I was like, there you go. That's what people in America want to know.
Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, I hear that music. You
It
know
is
what that
time
means.
to read from the Don't Sweat the Small Stuff calendar of the day. Did you guys read one Friday or no?
Yeah, we did, actually.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
So Saturday, the weekend one that we usually read on Mondays or on Fridays, but we'll read this one here. Examine your rituals and habits. Taking a close look at some of your habits and rituals and being willing to change a few of them can pay huge dividends in the quality of your life, Cappy.
Sounds good.
And then today's Monday, February 2nd, 2026. Avoid corporate bragging. Oh, if you're too busy, you either need to cut back or catch up, but talking about it to others only exasperates your stress and makes you a less interesting person.
I would agree with that. Nobody wants to hear from you. Nobody
You know
wants
what
to hear
really
your
annoys
problems.
me?
Tell me.
When people tell you, oh, work's so busy. Guess what? I don't care.
Everybody's busy.
Yeah.
We're
I
all
don't
busy.
care.
I get it. I get you not caring. I don't want to hear about your problems, pal.
No.
You know, you better be awfully close if we're getting that deep into these kinds of conversations.
I just don't like most people.
Oh, come on. You're a nice guy.
I am. In fact, I was kind of in a bad mood this morning, and I went into the 7-Eleven in Anaheim to get my coffee before I went to the train station. I'm walking out, and a guy stops me. And he's like, dressed to do construction. He puts his hand in my chest, and I was like, oh, boy. What's about to go down? He goes, Morales, right? I go, hey, man, what's up? He goes, I met you at Pechanga a few last year. I go, hey. He goes, oh, so you really get the 7-Eleven coffee, huh? I go, yeah. And we had like a 2-minute conversation. It put me in a good mood.
Yeah, you think I post the same picture every day, pal?
That was nice. Anyway,
Nice.
but he
That
didn't.
is nice.
He didn't sit there and go, hey, let me tell you about my problems.
Right. I'm
No.
working on this construction site. I'm 45 flights up in the air.
Right.
I'm installing a toilet. Come on, man. You got a fun life.
Meanwhile, it is time for the Dealer's Choice Real Deal, brought to you by Seller's Advantage. Want to sell your house before you call an agent? Call Seller's Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer, or visit sellersadvantage.com, DRE 0196-1658, Cappy.
So I'm going to say this to everybody, and I'm just going to ask for a little bit of feedback. This is the time of year when people start contacting me, and they think because we're on sports radio and we work for ESPN, oh, I got the guy, no problem. So I get this text from a friend of mine, and he's a friend. He's not a close friend. He's not a dear, close, personal friend. He's a friend. He's a little more than acquaintance.
So he's like on the outside, not the inner circle?
he's
Is
not-
he
no.
the outer circle? In the
George-
middle circle?
Middle circle. Middle circle. And on the outer side of the middle circle.
Oh, wow.
Okay? And here's the request
So
I
it'd be
get.
like, what would be like the equivalent here in the office?
I mean, this, George, this guy is not a top 5. He's not a top 10.
No, but I'm saying, like, who would be that? Like, this is the inner circle, our show unit.
Right.
And that includes, like, Parker and Jonathan and
Right.
Graham and those guys, right? So the next layer would be, the middle layer would be probably like what? Like Mason and Ireland, DeMarco, Emily, Travis, right? That'd be the middle layer?
Right.
Okay. So that just outside the middle layer, who would it be? Like the salespeople?
Well, I do have some salespeople that I would call in the second circle.
Oh, we know that.
But the third circle,
Yeah.
I mean, the deeper out circle, that's where this guy kind of is. He's in the circle, but he's not close enough to the center of the circle.
Yeah. He's
But
on the
here's-
fringe.
Yeah, but here's what he says to
He's
me,
a
George.
fringe circle.
Correct. And here's what he says.
Yeah.
Hey, I know you got a lot of connections.
Oh, here we go.
Hey, King.
Can you score me some Super Bowl tickets?
Now, you've done this to yourself.
Right. But wait, it gets worse. There's one layer worse than that.
Oh, wow.
It's fine. If you say to somebody, hey, listen, I know you may know some people. I know you work for ESPN. Might you have any access to Super Bowl tickets that I could buy?
Right. This person wanted freebies.
He didn't want freebies.
Oh, he could buy.
He was willing to buy.
Oh, okay.
But with a condition.
Oh, okay.
They have to be face value.
Oh, come on.
I said to the guy, I go, first of all, it's Monday. The Super Bowl's Sunday. You should have been looking for Super Bowl tickets 2 months ago. And if you're a Seahawks fan and they just made it in, you should have started 2 weeks ago. But now you're going to hit me with, can you find me Super Bowl tickets and can you make sure they're face value? I said to the guy, I go, dude, the players themselves get their Super Bowl tickets. You know what they do with them?
Sell them.
For more than face value. So this guy doesn't just want Super Bowl tickets. He specifically wants them at face value or thanks, but I don't need them. And this is like the third time this fringe friend has asked me for tickets, dude.
So not just for the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah. He asked me for tickets to a Steeler
Just name
game.
him. Who is he?
I'm not naming his name.
He works here?
No, he doesn't work here.
Oh.
No.
Do we
Otherwise,
know him?
I'd name him. Otherwise, nah, you don't know.
Oh, then don't worry about it. If I knew him, it'd be great.
Oh, yeah. If you knew him, then I'd want to totally smash
Now,
him.
how many favors have you asked this guy for and done?
Honestly, I can't think of one thing I've ever asked this guy
But
for.
you've done this to yourself.
Yeah, no, I know. He asked me for Steeler tickets. The Steelers were playing, I don't remember who.
Here we go.
And he goes, hey, can you get me Steeler tickets? So I'm like, yeah, I probably. And then let me tell you something. It turned into the biggest mess dealing. Dude, stop asking for tickets, all right? Go buy them on the third market or whatever. I got a buddy of mine who's a Patriots fan. He's like, I'm going to the Super Bowl. He didn't say to me, hey, can you get me tickets? Oh, and they got to be face value. It's like, I'm going to the Super Bowl. Have a great time. Don't ask me for tickets.
By the way, Mario sent a lot of production you're going to have to record before you leave to San Francisco.
Okay, I got time.
But you do it from the home setup.
I'm going to do it.
And that spot that's you and me together, I'm not doing it with you. I'll just cut my parts and you cut your parts. Okay. Make him do some work. He can put it together.
What's up, Mario?
Hey, man, I just woke up. Here's some stuff.
Hey, Cap, you got to record this stuff for me immediately.
Hey, man, don't you know I got a soccer tournament this weekend?
Hey, LAFC is starting to do some off-season work. I got to go watch practice.
All right, everybody. Have a beautiful Monday. We'll see you tomorrow for a Live Imaging Tuesday. And tomorrow will be the 1-year anniversary. You think you're going to hear about it tomorrow all day long on a Live Imaging Tuesday presented by Providence?
The Luca? The Luca 1 year?
No, that was earlier. That was over the weekend.
That was yesterday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 a.m. Jack.
4204-RICH is the number to dial. Have a chat with us. The actor Nicholas Coster-Waldau is going to be in studio. The Kingslayer, Nikolai, pardon me, is going to be in studio in hour number 3 of this show. So we're going to have a great chat with the Kingslayer of the Game of Thrones from back in the day. But joining us now from Palm Royale, we just talked about shrinking with Ted McGinley last